Solace has been lighting Irish homes for many years. Now, with the drive towards LED bulbs and more energy-efficient lighting, Solace also leads the way. Solace would like to wish everybody taking part in today's county finals the very best of luck. And remember, when you're choosing a bulb for your home, choose Irish. Choose Solace. The light of Irish life.
Wishing our senior ladies team good luck in the Connacht LGFA Club final. Bring it home, girls. From all your supporters at Glencar Manor Hamilton.
Best wishes to all teams taking part in the Connacht Club Championship finals, especially Eoghan Rua, Giva and St. Nathies. From all at Sligo LGFA. Our all-county draw tickets are on sale. Top prize, €5,000.
Best of luck to all teams taking part in the Connacht Club finals from Deirdre and the staff of Molly Fultons. Best of luck to Kilkerran-Clonberne ladies in the 2020 Connacht final.
Wishing all the teams the very best of luck in the Connacht Club finals. Especially Eoghan Rua in the junior final from Raymond and all the staff at Ridgepool Fuels and Valeting Ballina for all your fuel and valeting needs. 087 0522 101.
Best of luck to all teams playing in the Connacht Club finals from all Roscommon LGFA.
Best of luck to Eoghan Rua from Muddy Burns Bar and Restaurant. Come and experience our new outdoor heated and roofed dining area. If you'd like to be part of our team, contact Mark at markcar1805@gmail.com.
Best of luck to our players and management in the Connacht Junior final. Thank you to everyone who has supported our new lotto. Yearly tickets still available and weekly tickets are available online if you would like to support. Visit our Eoghan Rua Facebook page for more details.
All at crushers.ie. Wish Kilkerran-Clonberne girls the very best in the final. Primary plant.
James Foy Auto Service have been providing the public with an honest, reliable and prompt service since 1989. With over 120 years combined experience, we specialise in vehicle, accident and breakdown recovery and have provided a successful 24-hour service for the past 30 plus years. We have built a highly trusted and respected reputation throughout Sligo and the surrounding area for our breakdown recovery and garage services. You can be sure that with our skills, experience and ability, you will be in safe hands. Call 096 47052 or 087 254 1243. recoverysligo.com.
Join the Hub, co-working in Sligo. Just bring your laptop and work with us. Located in Colooney, with lifts to all floors, canteen, dedicated desk, reception facility and free car parking. www.cmd.ie or 071 913 0742. info@cmd.ie. Best wishes to all the clubs taking part in the Connacht Club finals, especially the St. Nathies team in management. For painting and decorating, give Jerry a call. Jerry O'Connell, painter and decorator. No job too big or too small. Call Jerry on 086 846 7962 or 071 914 6148. Best of luck to everybody taking part today.
Fair play to them. It's a great achievement.
You mentioned, I think as well before the other one, the first 10 minutes of a game, any game like this, especially when they have had that long layoff from club football, will be a big indicator. The same will be true here in this junior final, won't it? The first 10 minutes of the game, vitally important.
Oh, absolutely, because look, you're going to want to hit the ground running. You want to frighten any team, to just put them on the back burner. That's what every team sets out to get, is hit hard at the first 10 minutes and push on, try and get a bit of a lead, and it also automatically makes other teams think. So if both teams are coming out like that, it's always in for a great game.
Call it for me before I get it off Claire. You're sitting on those splinters again. She look at Claire's hanging the head now already. Yeah. Look, you can take the easy option here and go with the Sligo team, Yeah,
I think I better now. I'm going to go with the Sligo team definitely, because I've played Eoghan Rua plenty of times. I know these girls, a lot of them are my teammates, so I'm giving them the win for now. We'll ask again at half time, but I've no doubt they'll be well in the lead.
She's off the fence. She's like, what about you, Claire? Are you going on the fence now instead, just to balance things out?
I could, but as I say, just taking a look at how they got to this Connacht final, I might just give Naoimh the nod, maybe. we'll see more at half time, I suppose. But yeah, it's Naomh Mhuire for me, possibly.
Okay, we'll have to separate them in the stand. They're on opposing sides this time round. They looked awful relaxed there before this game started, up in that stand having their coffees. We'll be back at half time in this one, but for the moment we're going to hand you over to our commentary team for today's ladies Connacht Junior Football Final. It's Eoghan Rua versus Naomh Mhuire. Let's hand you now to John Lynch and Shauna Henry.
Angelina, thank you very much indeed. You're very welcome back here to the commentary position, and indeed it's going to be a junior final that will be witnessed by 200 spectators here, and including them, among them will be the president of the LGFA. Micheál Nocton will be here in attendance. Of course, he's got huge connections to the Eoghan Rua team. His brother Liam is one of the mentors on that particular side, so great to have the president of the LGFA here for this particular game. There you have the scene at Markievicz Park. Absolutely brilliant conditions. We had a fantastic intermediate final a little bit earlier on, and I'm sure everybody will be looking forward to what is going to be a cracking junior decider on a history-making day for Sligo GAA. 3 clubs, as you've heard there, from Sligo contesting the provincial finals today. Giva had a disappointing outcome in their game against Glencarmanor. It's now over to Eoghan Rua to see if they can take on the team and indeed try and get the better of the team that you see in picture there, Naomh Mhuire from Galway. Let's start by giving you a check on the respective lineouts that are taking place in this particular game, or taking part in this particular game today. A huge occasion indeed for the respective teams, and there you have it, the huddles going on over there at the moment as the respective management teams get an opportunity to have their final words of wisdom to the players today. Let's start by giving you a check on those teams that are lining out in this particular encounter, and as you can see there from the screenshot, the St Mary's team, Naomh Mhuire, the Galway champions, plenty of experience. Just watch out for Sarkra Mannion in the middle of the field and Laura Hearn, 2 players there that the Sligo team will definitely be keeping an eye on. Niamh O'Toole plays at full forward. There's plenty of experience in the defence as well, and plenty of ability. The 2 cornerbacks, Emer McEnroe and Alison Cooney's, has certainly impacted or impressed on the way right through the competition thus far. Well, as mentioned, it's a huge day for Eoghan Rua, the Sligo champions here, and indeed there's plenty of county experience on their particular team as well. They've got a number of Farnham's players, 3 in total, who will be playing their final game today. That's after their own club is reforming. However, it's a big one for Geraldine Ruan in the half-back line. Also in the full-forward line, Rachel O'Brien and Aisling Malloy. The aforementioned Rachel O'Brien and Aisling Malloy have county experience as well. Sinead Nocton at number 11 is another potential match winner for Eoghan Rua. Let's bring in Shauna Henry on this particular game as well. By the way, before we do that, a quick check on the match referee. It's a huge occasion for Aaron Claher as well. He's the match official from Pádraig Pearses in Roscommon, in South Roscommon, right on the border of Ballinasloe. They go in there. Pádraig Pearses is a club famous with Roscommon GAA. Now, let's hear the views of our co-commentator on this particular game, Shauna Henry. Great to work with you again. Great to have you on board for this particular game. Huge occasion here for the 2 clubs. In many ways, the Galway team will probably start as favourites.
Yeah, probably will. I suppose it's always a Galway team that will start as favourites against a Sligo team. But look at it, I suppose that happened. Neither team have probably played in when was the finals, October. So it's a long wait for both teams to get out here today. So I'm sure they're both looking forward. There's a lot of nerves, I'm sure, but I have a feeling whoever gets off to a better start here may just tip this game. But yeah, they're thrown in now, so
it's Eoghan Rua who are going to be playing from left to right in the opening half, but straight away at St Mary's or Naomh Mhuire, the Galway team, who are on the attack. They go straight away for that quick ball down into the forward line, but it's going to be a free out for Eoghan Rua. Today's coverage hour streaming on the Connacht LGFA website, being brought to you by Solis, and also our commentary on Ocean FM being brought to you by Bernie's Beauty Salon, situated in O'Connell Street in Sligo. And indeed, a good afternoon once again to our listeners of Ocean FM. A free coming in here for the Galway team, looking to settle on early in this game. Veronica Crowley sends it over there to the far side of the field. The start here, as always, in any provincial final is going to be absolutely vital. There's Crowley once again involved in the attack. 2 moves for her, and she's got the opening score of the game. Well, they worked that well. Verona Crowley, they're really showing what she can do, getting involved in that move twice and finishing it off expertly over the bar.
Yeah, that was a great score. They played it out wide there and then straight over the bar from Veronica. I'm sure she's going to be a pivotal player player now for Mhuire as the game goes on.
No doubt about it. She certainly made a hugely impressive start into the game, but Eoghan Rua will be looking to try and bounce back here almost immediately as they work the ball through the channels here. They're playing from left to right as we look down on it in the opening half. They've managed to get the ball into the inside forward line. First opportunity for Rachel O'Brien to impress to Orla Nocton. She's got a player free outside her as the corner forward who's in. It's Leah Duffy who sends the ball into the back of the net. The first real attack of the game from the Eoghan Rua team. Brilliantly worked up the field. Leah Duffy on the end of the move. Low hard shot and a goal for Eoghan Rua, and what a start.
Yeah, geez, that was a great goal. Really well played there down the middle. Quick hands by Orla Nocton. She continued her run and a really lovely finish there by Leah Duffy.
Well, it was going so much according to script for the Galway champions. They got that opening point to help them settle down, but Eoghan Rua have come back with an absolutely splendid move, and they've got a goal here that has well and truly catapulted themselves into the county final here, or into the Connacht final here at this stage. They're on the attack again. The ball has gone down to their inside forward line. Sinead Nocton now running onto the 21 metre line. Needs support outside her as the goal scorer Leah Duffy transfers the ball back outside once again. Brilliant, confident start here, and once more they work it inside there towards Fiona Feely. Gets the shot inside, just goes the wrong side of the post and out wide. It was a splendid move again, but Eoghan Rua, they'll be so happy with the start that they made here. They've got that goal. If ever you needed that to settle you down as perhaps an underdog in a final, that is the score that you need.
Absolutely, yeah, and as you said there, another great play by them. They nearly could have got a score earlier on there. Loads of space up there in the forward line for them, and they're working really well and working together, and yeah, they've started great. I'm sure they'll be happy with that.
Aisling Quinns are putting some pressure on our restarts, but Mhuire have walked the ball up to an advantageous position on this particular occasion. It's their wing forward Alison Blaney that's bringing that one away. She has support coming off the shoulder there. They're going to work it in here to Verona Crowley once more. The centre half forward needs support, has it from Laura Kelly. Back out it comes to the centre half forward again. Can she make it 2 from 2? She can. She's a class player. She's on song early on. She's got 2 scores, and it's Eoghan Rua who lead by a goal to 2 points.
Yeah, it was a great run up there from Alison Blaney. I'd say she covered most of the pitch there in a super solo run, and a great finish again by Verona. She's definitely one to watch.
Eoghan Rua, the Sligo champions, got the better of the girls from Éire Óg of Roscommon in the semi-finals of the competition. Mhuire certainly didn't take a wrong turn down at Knock. They beat Kilchamack 4 goals and 10 points to 8 points in the other provincial semi-finals. So 2 teams here on merit, hell-bent on trying to get a Connacht title here this afternoon, and it's Mhuire settling now with Laura Hearn. They've got county players, county representation for the first time at senior level in their history. Here's Lisa Blaney bringing the ball forward, close to the 45 metre line. Strong, powerful, physical player, as you can see there in that particular exchange with Sarah Curley. She continues to move forward here. Is she over carrying the ball too much? She's not. She's been fouled, says the referee, and it's going to be a free in, and an opportunity coming up here for Verona Crowley to restore parity. She's got her sides opening 2 points of the game so far. They've conceded a goal. The free is kicked in right footed and is kicked out to the left and is kicked out wide. Hardly an opportunity to draw a breath yet. To tell me what you've made of it so far, Shauna.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a really fast-paced game already. Plenty of runners on both teams, and plenty of good football been played so far. So yeah, I think Eoghan Rua will probably be happier so far with that goal, but you need to just watch both teams at this stage.
We're 4 minutes in here to the opening half. It's Eoghan Rua who lead by a goal to 2 points for Mhuire of Galway. In case you're just coming to our coverage a little bit late, a free coming up here for the Mhuire side on the 45 metre line. They switch it from right to left. The focal point of the attack now comes to Ciara Fogarty. Opportunity for her. Ciara Fogarty with some space in front of her. She's going into the danger zone. Skips by a couple of challenges onto the right boot and taps it in and taps it over the bar. It's her opening score of the game, and with that score, Mhuire are restored parity to drawing level. It's 3 points here for Mhuire, and it's 1 goal for Eoghan Rua.
Yeah, that was a great score there by Ciara Fogarty. She had to work hard to get that one, but a lovely score at the end, and I'm sure Eoghan Rua will be disappointed a little bit with the defence there, but they're back at it again.
Well, Lisa and Alison Blaney were the players who scored goals in the win over the Mayo team Kilchamack in the semi-finals. Eoghan Rua will be well warned of their capabilities and attacking skills in this particular final. However, there's other players there they're going to have to keep an eye on as well, but the Sligo champions have settled reasonably well here at this stage. Teams level in the early exchange. It's just over 5 minutes gone, and it's Mhuire 3 points. It's Eoghan Rua of Sligo 1 goal. That goal brilliantly taken for them by Leah Duffy. A little bit bit earlier in the game. Some defending for them to do here now at this stage as they go back there once again with Geraldine Ruan, one of the players from the St. Farnham's club that will be going back to their original club after this game, so they'll certainly be hoping to finish off here on a high this afternoon in Markovich Park. It comes back here to Verona Crowley again, looking to try and take on the Eoghan Rua defence. She's running along inside the 45-metre line now, getting a little bit of space, still going, tries to get her shot away, but well intercepted in the end there by Laura Foodie, and the clearance is made over to the far side of the field. Opportunity now for Eoghan Rua to move the ball quickly through the hands, and it's an opportunity for Louise Lindsay to come storming forward. Good running from the midfielder, tries to play this ball into the forward line. It might come here for Leah Duffy, a goal to her credit already, plays it outside her to the full forward Rachel O'Brien, the county player. Back in it comes to Fiona Feeney, fists the ball outside her where there's a player unmarked and waiting for it. Is it the centre half or is the midfielder is up there? It is, who gets the shot in eventually, the number 9 Sophie Barnes, and it's just gone out to the right of the post and it's gone out wide. Well, I tell you something, you can't take your eye off these finals for a second. It's in to win stuff.
Absolutely intense, yeah. Really quick movement again by Eoghan Rua. There were some really quick forwards up there, always out in front, always looking for the ball, and just unlucky to miss that shot there.
Mhuire have made the quick restart and have worked it well. It comes as far as Laura Ahern, the midfielder now, is all of a sudden up at the opposition 45-metre line, gets the ball outside her to the Ciara Fogarty. 1 point to her credit so far, but she miscontrolled that ball and allowed Eva Barnes to pick it up there and get the clearance away. That goes over to the far side of the field. Once more opportunities now for Eoghan Rua with her centre half forward Sinead Docton. Little bit of space for her, lovely classy footballer, gets a lovely pass into Leah Duffy, back to, was it Docton who will continue on with the run here? This is a storming run and the ball has been kicked in there, and it's been kicked in and then kicked over the bar, has it? Yes, the umpire is going for the white flag. Well taken score. Well, talk me through that move. Good interchange of passing again there, and in fact it was Louise Lindsay who was right up there to finish it off. Well taken score from her. When Eoghan Rua get the ball, move it through the hands. They're a dangerous team.
Yeah, absolutely. Sinead Naughton is getting on a lot of ball there at centre forward. They seem to always be looking for her, and she's constantly playing a long ball into number 13 Leah Duffy, who's always out in front, and a brilliant continued run there by Louise Lindsay to get that score.
Eoghan Rua, 1 goal at a point. Mhuire 3 points. Here come Eoghan Rua again. Here's Leah Duffy going through again. She's unceremoniously brought to the ground here inside the 21-metre line, and she's gone to deck. She's obviously been flattened in that last particular passage of play, but she's given another indication of how dangerous she can be when she gets the ball to hand, when she runs at the opposition defence, and she made a great penetrating run there.
Yeah, she's a really nippy corner forward. She's causing a lot of problems there for Naoimh already. Nearly close to a penalty, you'd say, but might be just outside the square.
There's a card as well been brandished there. One of the goal. It's the corner back for the Mhuire team. It's Alison Cooney's, and I think she's been shown the yellow card and heading as well towards the send bin. So it's going to be a spell out of the game for her. So a numerical disadvantage here coming up for the Mhuire team. Well, they know they're in a Connacht final. If they thought it was going to be a walk in the park for them here in Markovich Park this afternoon, is turning out anything but so far. But there's a long way to go in the game. There is a free coming up here for the Eoghan Rua side, and it's one really you would expect them, the full forward, to tap over the bar, and that's exactly what she doesn't. Rachel O'Brien, I was almost chalking it down. It hit the crossbar. It has come back out, however. Second time of asking, they're going to make no mistake, and that's kicked in again. Is it Louise Lindsay, I think it is, who was at the end of the move for the second time and tapped it over the bar? Well, they got the score eventually. They do move up to a goal now on the scoreboard. Is it a goal and 2? It is a goal and 2 for them to 3 points in the middle, 5 points to 3. So certainly it's been a hugely encouraging start here for Eoghan Rua.
Absolutely, I think they'd be delighted with that start that they're having. They're taking their scores really well. They're out in front all the time. They're running really well, and they're getting back in numbers as well.
Eva Rourke on that far side of the field here. Mhuire had that long journey up. They did stop in the Yates County on the way up just to break up the journey a little bit further. Here they come again with Veronica Crowley. She's a player who has really settled well to the task in the early exchanges, but they're carrying the ball into tackle. Now the referee is adjudged that's a foul. Well, he obviously spotted something that we didn't, but he has given a free here, and it's going to be that opportunity for Veronica Crowley again to get this free. She's been a handful so far, hasn't she?
Yeah, she really has. She's running at Eoghan Rua a lot. Now, I think they have bought maybe one player back on her as well. But again, she still will be a handful for them, and she's lining up to take this free. So
it's Verona Crowley who kicks this one in and kicks it over the bar. That brings her in tally, I think, up to 3 so far in the game. She certainly had a very eventful start into it. The scoreboard reads 4 points now for Mhuire, 1 goal and 2 for Eoghan Rua, 5-4. A point between the teams, and we've played just under 10 minutes in a hugely enjoyable opening half. The kick-out goes slightly astray from an Eoghan Rua perspective here. They have some defending to do, and they got their midfielder back there, Louise Lindsay, who's covered so much ground. Good relieving clearance. Laura Foodie is the player who picks it up just outside her their own 45-metre line and links the ball in there quickly once more. Now they've got opportunities with Joanne McDonald and co to attack here. It's back to Louise Lindsay again, who has popped up everywhere in the game so far. Lovely ball that should always favour a forward, just the accuracy not there on this particular occasion, and it's won back by the Naoimh Mhuire team. First real chance we've seen with Sarkra Mannion, one of the players who's on the Galway inter-county team, linking up with our midfield partner Laura Ahern, another girl who's got that inter-county experience. Jerry Fahy, the manager of the Galway ladies football team, well, his home club in Galway is Naoimh Mhuire, and they've worked the ball all the way right up to the inside forward line. Whistle sounds again from the referee, and it's going to be another free in for Naoimh Mhuire, and an opportunity for them here to get another score.
Yeah, that was a great run forward there by Laura Ahern. She made a lot of ground there. Nearly a great clearance there by Eoghan Ruadh, but just a little foul there beforehand.
Verona Crowley, can we tap this one down from 4 for her? We certainly can. She puts it over the bar. It's 5 points now for Naoimh Mhuire. 1 goal and 2 for Eoghan Ruadh. That means the teams are level here. We've played just over 11 minutes in the opening half. We've had scores aplenty, and indeed it's ebbing and flowing. Both teams enjoying spells of dominance.
Absolutely, yeah. It's hard to call this now already. It's very, very fast paced, and they seem to both be really going for it out here. Like, there's no holding back at all.
Yeah, it'll definitely be a brave person at this stage to try and predict how this one's going to go. There's no doubt about it. It's I suppose a certain amount of the unknown coming into this particular game. The St Mary's our Naoimh Mhuire dual club in Galway with hurling and camogie, and certainly making the benefits of that in recent times. But here come Eoghan Ruadh again. Sinead Naughton has looked absolutely on fire in the early exchanges of this game. She's got some space, she's got the head down again, she's on the move. Sinead Naughton here, she's coming into a more central role, offloads the ball outside her. If the pass can find Fiona Feeney here, she's bearing in, she shoots a goal! Second goal in the game for Eoghan Ruadh. Sinead Naughton very much involved. Fiona Feeney was running off her shoulder. The finish was sublime into the back of the net. 2-2 to 5 points in favour of Eoghan Ruadh.
Yeah, another great run there by Sinead Naughton. She's a really dinky little player. She gets around players very easy, and a lovely little layoff there to Fiona Feeney, and a great score again.
Brilliantly taken by Fiona Feeney. A goal made by Naughton, but Feeney was the player to take it. That certainly brought Naoimh Mhuire into life. They're attacking now themselves over on the far side of the field. They work the ball into a more central role. Can they come away here and get a score? Ball goes to ground there, and it's going to be another free, and a free in for Naoimh Mhuire.
I actually think it was Leah Duffy
who
that
finished it
scored
off.
that.
Apologies,
yes.
Leah Duffy with the goal. She finished it off. A well taken score indeed for her, and a very well taken goal. Her second of the match, in fact. That's 2 from her. So Leah Duffy with that goal is a free for Naoimh Mhuire, and they've kicked it in, and they've kicked it over the bar. Just the score that they needed there. The Galway champions, just to reply to the concession of that goal a minute ago, that second goal. So that now leaves it 6 points on the scoreboard to 2 goals and 2, 8-6, 2 between them.
Absolutely. I know Eoghan Ruadh getting the goals, but Naoimh Mhuire are still clipping away at their points there, and they're still keeping it nice and tight.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. But I can tell you something, the movement and the way that goal was worked was absolutely brilliantly dispatched. It'll be interesting to see maybe at some stage just how it was finished. I thought initially it was the Fiona Feeney. We have been told there's Leah Duffy who got it, but my word, it was a well worked move, no doubt about it. One thing for sure, Sinead Naughton was instrumental in it. There's a break in play at the moment. One of the players down receiving treatment at the minute, I think it's one of the Eoghan Ruadh players that has gone down. It has got a little bit of a knock there.
Yeah, I think it's Sarah Curley, number 5, that's down.
Alright, okay, well it gives us an opportunity to assess what we've seen so far. Eoghan Ruadh, 2-2 scored in the game. Alright, they may have conceded 6 points, but again, when you come in like this for a relatively new occasion in a provincial final against a team with a little bit of tradition and history coming from Galway, that's what you need, is those early goals.
Oh, absolutely. And as we said at the start, it's been a long while waiting for this game. I'm sure, like as they said, there's a lot of nerves out there, but Eoghan Ruadh are really settled into this game really well, and they're playing really good football so far, and I'm sure they're really happy. And if they could keep this going, they'll be really challenging this Galway team.
No doubt about it. Well, the player that was picked up that little bit of an injury there over on the far side, just receiving that treatment all the time here. We've spoken about, I suppose, the scoring powers inside there of Leah Duffy. Certainly impressing so far. Made her adult club debut only back in 2019. Sligo Intermediate Championship winner in 2020, and she's got a couple of crucial goals here in this particular provincial final already. One of the players who are certainly making a name for herself early on, as indeed is Sinead Naughton. We're back live with the action again. It's 2-2 to 6 points in favour of Eoghan Ruadh. The Sligo champions leading here against the girls from Galway, but it's the Galway team, Naoimh Mhuire, who are attacking over on the far side of the field. They're trying to work the ball into an advantageous position. They've got it in there to Niamh O'Toole, their full forward, who had gone out wide to gather possession on that particular occasion, and it's going to be a free in, and it's going to present Verona Crawley with another opportunity of kicking a free here. She's kicked 4 points so far in the game so far. She's been hugely accurate. This time she's close to the sideline between the 21 and 14 metre lines, and she's going to kick it closer to the 21 over on the terrace side of the field here at Markovich Park. And Saoirse Mannion, well, there'll be a little bit of or Sacra Mannion, there'll be a little bit of concern about her. The number 8 is down receiving treatment here as well. Thank goodness for the camera close-ups, because those white numbers on the bright blue jerseys, they're almost impossible to read from a distance.
Yes, it's hard to know who's on the ball or who's down. But I think they'd be happy now if Sacra could get up from this injury. She seems to be up and moving around okay.
Yeah, undoubtedly so. No doubt about it. Our cameraman and director of our pictures here, Rory O'Brien, bringing us up close and personal with all those numbers at this particular stage in a game that's been hugely enjoyable thus far. 2-2 to 6 points is how it stands. Our coverage live on the LGFA Connacht LGFA website and YouTube page, and indeed on Ocean FM as well. The free goes in, but it goes right out across the face of the goal. No real game plan worked in that particular move, and it goes out for a wide and an opportunity and for Eoghan Rua to start all over again with the kick out.
Yeah, that was quite a difficult angle. I'm actually not sure if she was going for a score or she was going for a pass. It was a kind of hard one to know what to do in that situation.
She may have got caught in between two minds. That could have been a hugely very likely that was the outcome. Joanne McDonald has started well at full back for Eoghan Rua. She's been a real steady and presence there. They work it up now to Fiona Feeney, still inside their own half of the field, but they're about to break into the opposition half. Louise Lindsay have continued on at the run here. Lovely right-footed pass from her, hit in there diagonally towards the forward line. Mannion has got back up on her feet for Galway. She's in there battling hard for it, but is back out on the Eoghan Rua side once again, and they played it in here to the midfielder. Sophie Barnes wearing number 9 gets the pass outside her. Possibilities once again here for Leah Duffy. Duffy taking on her marker. She's over-carried the ball as the referee, and it's going to be a free out. Well, you can just note every time Leah Duffy, I know she maybe committed a technical foul there, but every time she gets the ball, you can see Naoimh are worried.
Yes, she's very dangerous in there. She's looking for the goals. That's goals on mine today for Leah Duffy.
Yeah, it's goals, and that's eventually what could win the game. Here we go again on the attack for Mhuire. This time is Lisa Blaney, a player who scored a goal for them, as we mentioned, in the victory over Kilchamack. Coming down this near side of the field, goes down under the push that came in there from the challenge from Geraldine Ruan. Well, he's given a free the other way. That's interesting.
Yeah, I actually think he thinks that she overcarried the ball before Geraldine got the tackle in there, so I think Eoghan Rua would be happy with that decision.
And Mhuire must have complained a little bit and maybe thought it was strange, because he's brought the ball forward and the free has been taken. It's all good for Eoghan Rua in any case. They managed to play the ball up here to Leah Duffy, close to the sideline, stands side of the field here inside the 45 metre line, plays the ball back out now to Sinead Nocton to Fiona Feeney taking on her marker, going left, right, and then back to Sinead Nocton once again. Beautiful distribution of the ball. Spotted that there was someone free outside her. The player that she spotted free was a Sarah Curley, who's trying to weave her way in through the defence there, but loses the ball under the pressure of the tackle. It's all a little bit untidy inside there in the full back line of the Mhuire team at the moment, and eventually they just whack and clear Annie Port in the storm, but they've found some targets out on the 45 metre line. Lisa Blaney, that's their own 45 metre line now, plays the ball through the hands. It breaks down once again, gathered back by Fiona Feeney, who won the ball back for Eoghan Rua. Another whistle from the referee. The game has kind of start a little bit, and that's, I don't know, do you say is the referee or the amount of fouls that's been conceded? It's just not getting a chance to flow right.
Yeah, it's not flowing right, but seems to be a lot of fouls, and I think in particular, if you look at Mhuire, most of their scores have actually been from frees. I think they've only scored one from play, so that's interesting to note.
It's a very valid point, and as we mentioned here, the game just needs an opportunity to breathe a little bit. It comes back over here to Sarah Curley, far side of the field, plays the long one in over the top, looking for the full forward line inside again. That Eoghan Rua have so much potential in there with the likes of Rachel O'Brien, who's in possession, gives it to Louise Lindsay, has to come back outfield on the 45 metre line, kicks it over towards this near side. There's possibilities once again here now for Leah Duffy. You can hear the alarm bells going off. She gets it onto the right boot. The shot comes in from Leah Duffy, and it goes in and goes over the bar. It might be her first point. She's hit 2 goals at least in the game so far. 2 goals and 3 to 6 points on the scoreboard now. And I tell you something, Eoghan Rua, every time they can get the ball in towards Sinead Nocton and Leah Duffy, there's a lovely understanding there between those two players.
Absolutely, yeah. They're causing a lot of damage up there, a lot of problems for Mhuire's defence. I think 2-3 for Eoghan Rua, and Leah Duffy has scored 2-1 off them, so that is a good return.
It's an excellent return. The water break has just been signalled here by the referee. The opening quarter of this game has flown by. Again, if you're just coming in late to our coverage, the scoreboard reads 6 points for Mhuire of Galway, but out in front of the Sligo champions Eoghan Rua, 2 goals and 3 for them at the moment. 3 points separating the teams here, and really there's no doubt about it, the goals absolutely crucial. Our coverage on the Connacht LGFA website being brought to you by Sullus this afternoon, and of course our big match sponsor on Ocean FM is Bernie's Beauty Salon, situated in O'Connell Street in Sligo. Let's get some reaction here on that opening half that opening quarter from Shauna Henry. No doubt about it, the goals absolutely crucial, but if we maybe dissect it a little bit and break it down, the movement and the build-up play which led to those goals for Eoghan Rua, excellent to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. They're moving the ball really well. Sinead Naughton is absolutely playing a blinder out there so far. I'd say she's been involved in every play that Eoghan Rua have got, and as well as Leah Duffy. The two of them are really linking well up there. A lot of runners off the ball. Louise Lindsay coming through there as well all the time. And yeah, as we said, Eoghan Rua must be very happy with that start, and if they keep this going for the next 15 minutes before they get a breather, they'd be delighted. The
conditions absolutely perfect here today. I know it's a reoccurring note that comes up from all the games we've covered here, but this new surface at Markievicz Park, it really lends itself to summertime, fast running, hard moving, attacking football.
Absolutely, and it's dry out there. There's not much wind. It might be a little bit of a breeze coming across, but you would say it's nearly perfect conditions for football on a carpet like surface nearly.
Yeah, well, it's a wonderful venue. It's fantastic from a Sligo perspective to have 3 teams here in the provincial finals today, and how fitting all finals have been played at Markievicz Park. There's a change been made, by the way, in the Mhuire team. Laura Conway, number 16, is coming in. Number 14, I think, is the player. Number 16 is coming in for Mhuire, I should say. That's Sarah Duffy, and number 4, Alison Coonies, is the player who is going to make way. So that's the first change been made in the game, and I suppose that could be down in no small part to the contribution so far of Leah Duffy inside.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that means now that Mhuire are back to their 15 players, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, so they're back up to the 15, and they've made the change, and here comes Ciara Fogarty for them. Opportunity here for Ciara Fogarty. Skips inside, moves towards the 30 metres out from the Eoghan Rua goal, gets the fisted pass away outside her. Possibilities here for Mhuire right at the start of the third quarter, but they've gone to ground with the ball, and coming away with it is Joanne McDonald, who has looked hugely impressive in that full back position for Eoghan Rua thus far in the game. Has gone out to Louise Lindsay, is able to switch the play from left to right, and it comes in here to a more central role. Opportunities for Eoghan Rua to attack once again. Fiona Feeney bringing it forward, takes the 1-2 there, takes the pass brilliantly from Leah Duffy. Feeney continues on with her run, really making headway now up towards the opposition 21 metre line. It comes here to Sinead Naughton, right player to have on the end of the move. Back to Feeney, back to Naughton it goes. Naughton looks around, gets the pass outside her. Possibilities here all the time for Leah Duffy once again, onto the right boot. Fiona Feeney, I think, is in there this time. The shot goes in, and it goes in and goes over the bar. Brilliant play again from the Eoghan Rua team, the way they've walked it through the hands, creating the opportunity for the score. Well, one thing for sure, the quick movement of the ball here is causing Mhuire real problems. It just cannot pin down a moving target.
They really can't, and it was a great turnover there in the back line from Joanne McDonald. Like, the Eoghan Rua girls swarmed around the girl from Mhuire that was on the ball, and really well played, changed direction, nice quick movements again. Yeah. And Sinead Naughton and Leah Duffy instrumental in that move again.
Well, I'll tell you something, Joanne McDonald have been absolutely immense in full back. She's going to be called into action here again, because it's with Verona Crowley once again trying to make her way through here. Has to fist the ball back outside her to Lisa Blaney onto the right boot this time. That's better from Lisa Blaney. Kicks it in and kicks it between the posts. Her opening score of the match. She's a player who can get scores. She really, I suppose, epitomised it there on that particular move, and a well taken point. It now leaves the scoreline 7 points to 2 goals and 4. Still Eoghan Rua leading by 3.
Yeah, Laura Hearn, Verona Crowley and Lisa Blaney have been linking up very well. Lisa Blaney's getting on a lot of ball there, and very instrumental for Mhuire and all their scores. Interesting to note the short restart there from Ellen Maguire, the goalkeeper from the Eoghan Rua team. Again, they're going to work the ball through the hands, but coming out to as far as the 45 metre line. Mhuire have conceded another free. It is Joanne McDonald who goes back there to collect it. The full back has really been a rock at the heart of that defence at the full back line. It's so reassuring for the goalkeeper to have it there for an option of short kick-outs as well. Absolutely.
Finds Orna O'Dowd. There was a hamstring worry about her before the game. Has gone back to the other side, and Naoimh O'Toole bringing the ball forward. There's a chance here, but it's been blocked on the line, and who else is back there? Only Joanne McDonald. Well, what a game she's having. The goalkeeper came out to meet the shot coming in, but Joanne McDonald blocked it on the line. line. The danger has not yet passed. More possibilities here for Mhuire. They're really putting on the pressure. They've won a free for themselves, but talk to me a little bit, Shauna, about that. It looked a goal for certain, but Joanne McDonald was back in the line.
Absolutely. I don't know, it was a lack of community or mix up there, but they got Mhuire got the hand in and she was free on for goals, and Joanne McDonald got back and covered that goal brilliantly. Absolutely.
Verona Crowley has kicked another one over the bar from the resulting free at the end of all of that. It now leaves the scoreline 8 points to 2 goals and 4. There's 2 between them. Eoghan Rua lead by 2. Well, we mentioned there in the commentary there was a little bit of a concern as well in relation to Orna O'Dowd. She had maybe hamstring issues coming into this particular game, and we'll keep an eye on her to see how she goes through the remainder of it. Eoghan Rua have conceded a couple of scores. They're back on the attack now themselves at this stage. Fiona Feeney was the player who sets the latest one in motion for them. It goes way down to the inside forward line. They've won primary possession inside here again. Going forward is their midfielder Sophie Barnes. Has somebody free outside her. It's Sinead Nocton who's outside her. Great block down to deflect the ball away there. That's brilliant playing from the Mhuire defence, but they're pinned deep in their own full back line, and the referee has given them a free out. Well, in fairness, I thought there was decent enough pressure being applied there. Not really sure about that.
Yeah, I didn't really see where the free was there, to be honest. I think Mhuire were lucky to get away with that because she was nearly going to be called for overcarrying.
Could be poetic justice because they're on the attack again, and once more the whistle sounds of the referee, and again it's going to be another free. You know, there's times you just want the game to be given a chance to get a pattern,
keep going. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because both teams seem to be nearly in a flow, and then there would be break and play, and they're nearly losing their flow then again. Yeah,
it's been stop-start. It's been that kind of a stop-start nature, but when it does get the opportunity, it's been absolutely brilliant to watch. It's been kicked in by Leah Duffy. She does well inside to find the target inside Sophie Barnes. Again, they play it outside them, and again it's going to be Mhuire who are able to win the ball back. Look where they got their own corner forward, back defending. Laura Kelly wearing number 15, but yours right back in her own full back line there. We played over 26 minutes, almost 27 minutes here in the opening half. It's Eoghan Rua who leads at this particular stage by 2 goals and 4 to 8 points, and they're on the attack. Bringing the ball forward is Laura Hearn. Continued on her run forward. It comes here to Verona Crowley once again, moving in with real purpose, real intent. Tries to get the pass away, but who else is back there? Only Joanne McDonald. She's cut out absolutely everything that has gone in there so far. Still there's a possibility of a score. It comes back out to Laura Hearn, and Laura Hearn kicks the ball in and kicks it over the bar. A well worked move. Laura Hearn the player at the end of it, and it's now 2 goals and 4 points to 9 points. Eoghan Rua lead, but only just.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Laura Hearn picked up that ball in her own 45 and made a super run, and then finished it with the score at the end. Unlucky there by Eoghan Rua. Joanne McDonald again getting the hand in and nearly turned over, but yeah, a great score there by Mhuire.
Well, one thing for sure, the absolute work rate of these two teams here has been huge. It's been absolutely immense. They've really put so much into it. The ball beats everyone this time out over the sideline. You can probably hear the advertising clattering, getting a banging there as well. But Laura Hearn, 5'7", just 19 years of age, the student, won the County Junior B Championship in 2019 and a County Junior A Championship in 2020, and she certainly played her part there in that last particular score for the ladies from Galway. They're on the attack here. They've won a free. The free is going to be inside the 45-metre line, and immediately you can hear the shout for Verona to come across to take it, and the Verona that's coming across to take it is going to be Verona Crowley, the centre half forward. She kicks this one in right foot, a dangerous one dropping in there over the top. Ball that nobody can clear. The goalkeeper has to come out there for Eoghan Rua, Ellen Maguire, and she was there at the right place at the right time to cut out that one. Good distribution of the ball. Quick restart from the free. Eoghan Rua now coming in. It'll be vital for them, you feel, to go in leading at half time. What a confidence booster it's going to be for them. They've worked the ball right into a central role, and it goes into the forward line once again. Now let's see what they can do with this one. It's been won inside here and laid off to Fiona Feeney. Fiona Feeney taking on her marker, tries to cut inside her, looks to see if she got a little bit of space, goes right and goes left, then offloads the ball outside her. Real possibilities for Sophie Barnes as she's there too to try and link up with a player free inside. Leah Duffy has got to be maybe the player they're looking to try and get the end of this particular move. Through the hands it goes. Louise Lindsay can score, you know. She gets the shot in, but this time it goes out to the right of the post and wide as the goalkeeper would look at it. This has been frantic.
Yeah, it really has. Both teams working so hard. Both teams are great when they're running forward, and I think Fiona Feeney is doing really well there for Eoghan Rua, making super runs along the side, opening up, creating space, and that's exactly what I'm sure they'd be looking for.
Sligo champions Eoghan Rua registered a 4-16 to 1-9 win over Eastern Harps in the county final. They've know what it takes to win big games here in Sligo. They're going to do it now at a provincial level, and they've brought the ball forward once again. It comes back outfield here, and the shot is going to come in from Fiona Feely once more, but it just goes out to the right of the post, and it goes out wide. The defeated Bohol of Leitrim 3-9 to 4 points in the Connacht quarter final as well. So they've had a fairly eventful run, plenty of games in the championship here that they're well prepared. But of course, it was so long ago. This West Sligo club with Blair Sobieski, Castle Connor, Inniscrone and Kilglass formed back in 2005 and looking to make their presence here on the big stage. But it's going to be Mhuire who are attacking on the far side of the field with Alison Blaney. Blaney has the ball close to the touchline. 3 minutes of additional time is going to be added on at the end of the opening half. Alison Blaney has gone on a stroll through the Owen Rua defence here in Markovich Park. Continues on with a run, but the whistle is sounded from the referee. The ball was it touched on the ground? I think maybe it might have been the signal, or fouled on the ground in some case, and it's going to be a free out. A lot of mentions of the referee. I know we mentioned he stopped it a few times in the game so far. Interesting, he's consistent, but he's picking up on everything, really.
He is picking up on everything. It nearly looked like a foul there, actually, on the Mhuire player, but yeah, she did touch it on the ground then after that, so I think Owner will be very happy with that one, because she was nearly bearing through on goals if she got through.
And I suppose there's consistency on the rules. That's going to be the big thing any official will be looking for, and supporters will be looking for. Owen Rua have the opportunity here now maybe to latch on another score before the interval. Quick transfer. Here's Fiona Feely running at speed, gets the ball outside her here. They might be able to work it in here to the midfielder, and what a goal! What a brilliant goal that was finished in there by Louise Lindsay to the back of the net. Unstoppable shot. 3 goals in the opening half for Owen Rua. Louise Lindsay with a tonic before half time. 3-4 to 9 points.
Absolutely super goal there by Louise Lindsay. There's no stopping that one. She had one thing on her mind there, but again it was Sinead Nocton with the ball in there to the full forward. Great running from Fiona Feeney coming through, and then a super finish by Louise Lindsay.
Oh, it's been an incredible performance from Owen Rua. Do they dare to dream yet? Here they come again with Fiona Feeney. They could put the game beyond reach at half time. Fiona Feeney gets the shot in, and this time it goes in and goes over the bar. They're carving open the Galway defence with every opportunity, every attack now, and the scoreboard all of a sudden reads 3 goals and 5 points to 9 points. 3-5 to 9. Owen Rua getting their latest score there, and well, it certainly has made for a hugely enjoyable game.
Absolutely, absolutely great stuff by Owen Rua there. They're splitting open that Mhuire defence, and they don't really know what to do with the runners coming off the ball or their full forward line.
Well, with that, we were signaling that there would be 3 minutes of additional time. As you can see there, we're 2 minutes into them here. There could be an opportunity though for Lisa Blaney. Lisa Blaney plays the ball outside her. Real possibilities here for the centre half row, and Crowley gets her shot in. But what about that for a save for Ellen Maguire? Joanne McDonald there to pick it up. But what a save from Ellen Maguire. Brilliant goalkeeping.
Absolute great save by Ellen Maguire. She really dived down the ball. It was looking like it was going into the bottom right hand corner, but absolute super shot stop there.
Louise Lindsay has set another one in motion here. It gets it out towards Sinead Nocton. Sinead Nocton moving the ball forward here. There's real possibilities now for Louise Lindsay onto the right boot. This time shot goes in, but it just goes wide. Whew. We could all do it half time, couldn't we?
Absolutely, geez, they're really flying it out there. Louise Lindsay, a great run through there again, unlucky not to get the score.
Yeah, well, we're 33 minutes in here to the opening half, and there's going to be more possibilities here once more as it comes in field there towards the forward line there for Owen Rua. Scoreboard just been corrected here as 3-5 to 9 points, as is correct with our graphics here at this stage. But my word, we have witnessed here 30 minutes of hugely enjoyable football, and the performance of Owen Rua, well, it's what all the home fans, all the neutrals maybe might be looking for here. Referee blows the whistle, it goes into the midfield area, and he spotted another pull, and it's going to be another free.
Yeah, I think going in now at half time, Owen Rua would like not to concede any score here now.
Yeah, it's going to be absolutely crucial for them. It's going to be a matter of what we hold at this stage of the game. Mhuire will want to score to try and change the team talk a little bit. It comes here once more to Verona Crowley. She's on the 45-metre line, taking on the Owen Rua defence, skipping inside, gets her pass outside of there with Laura Hearn. Possibilities here for Laura Hearn. She's going right through. Laura Hearn, can this be a goal? Oh, brilliant goal from Laura Hearn. Unstoppable shot to the back of the net, just what the Galway team needed. A majestical run from Laura Hearn. The finish was there to match it. It's 1-9 to 3-5, and it's game on.
Absolutely super goal there, such a run through, and she had one thing on her mind there. I think she knew going into half time they needed a score, and to get a goal like that was just unbelievable.
Well, there you go. That's the scoreboard at half-time. 1 goal and 9 to 3 goals and 5. 14 points placed, 12. 2 between the teams. Put that one into words. I presume you just can't wait for the second half.
Yeah, it's actually been a really, really good first half. Really good football play by both teams. Great attacking, great defending, great running, great scores taken. And, I think Naoimh were probably favourites going into this game, but Mhuire have really been putting up to them, and it's very hard to call this.
Yeah, it's certainly on a knife edge. There'll be plenty for Angelina and our guests to talk about here at half-time. We'll take a quick break. We've got first half analysis on the way, followed by second half commentary. You don't want to miss this one.
Solace has been lighting Irish homes for many years. Now, with the drive towards LED bulbs and more energy-efficient lighting, Solace also leads the way. Solace would like to wish everybody taking part in today's county finals the very best of luck. And remember, when you're choosing a bulb for your home, choose Irish. Choose Solace. The light of Irish life.
Wishing our senior ladies team good luck in the Connacht LGFA Club final. Bring it home, girls. From all your supporters at Glencar Manor Hamilton.
Best wishes to all teams taking part in the Connacht Club Championship finals, especially Eoghan Rua, Giva and St. Nathy's. From all at Sligo LGFA. Our all-county draw tickets are on sale. Top prize, €5,000.
Best of luck to all teams taking part in the Connacht Club finals from Deirdre and the staff of Molly Fultons. Best of luck to Kilkerran-Clonberne ladies in the 2020 Connacht final.
Wishing all the teams the very best of luck in the Connacht Club finals. Especially Eoghan Rua in the junior final from Raymond and all the staff at Ridgepool Fuels and Valeting Ballina. For all your fuel and valeting needs. 087 0522 101.
Best of luck to all teams playing in the Connacht Club finals from all Roscommon LGFA.
Best of luck to Eoghan Rua from Muddy Burns Bar and Restaurant. Come and experience our new outdoor heated and roofed dining area. If you'd like to be part of our team, contact Mark at markcar1805@gmail.com.
Best of luck to our players and management in the Connacht Junior Final. Thank you to everyone who has supported our new lotto. Yearly tickets still available and weekly tickets are available online if you would like to support. Visit our Eoghan Rua Facebook page for more details.
All at crushers.ie. Wish Kilkerran-Clonberne girls the very best in the final. Primary plant.
James Foy Auto Service have been providing the public with an honest, reliable and prompt service since 1989. With over 120 years combined experience, we specialise in vehicle, accident and breakdown recovery and have provided a successful 24-hour service for the past 30 plus years. We have built a highly trusted and respected reputation throughout Sligo and the surrounding area for our breakdown recovery and garage services. You can be sure that with our skills, experience and ability, you will be in safe hands. Call 096 47052 or 087 254 1243. recoverysligo.com.
Join the Hub, co-working in Sligo. Just bring your laptop and work with us. Located in Colooney, with lifts to all floors, canteen, dedicated desk, reception facility and free car parking. www.cmd.ie or 071 913 0742. info@cmd.ie. Best wishes to all the clubs taking part in the Connacht Club finals, especially the St. Nathy's team in management. For painting and decorating, give Jerry a call. Jerry O'Connell, painter and decorator. No job too big or too small. Call Jerry on 086 846 7962 or 071 914 6148. Best of luck to everybody taking part today.
Rua 3-5, Naoimh were 1 goal and 9 points. For anyone who's watching it, I hope you're enjoying it because it's just been a mind-blowing first half, that one. Claire, we really enjoyed it here. We're lucky to be here and it's great that there are some supporters at this one because that was a great first half of football.
Brilliant first half from the throw in, like both teams just really going at it and really free flowing football. Really, really nice to watch. Eoghan Rua moving very well, a lot of standout performers for them. But Naoimh were keeping it in and points sticking over the bar and they got their goal before half time. So really has been a feast of football for the first half.
I mean, Eoghan Rua started at a blistering pace. They seem to have a really solid unit of a team together. But as you said, with Mhuire, they have the threat, the danger. I mean, Laura Hearn's goal just before half time was an outstanding individual goal. So they will be very happy with where they are at half time, won't they?
Definitely, and maybe, I don't know, but maybe they're kind of thinking we haven't even properly started. Like, they've just kept in the game. There's been kind of 2-3 points max in it all the way through. Laura Hearn, very powerful runner. She made a score here as well, a point for herself. She got on the ball in that wing back line, ended up scoring it at the other end. They've a lot of very, very good players. Eoghan Rua are working really, really hard, but you'd just be a little bit wary of Mhuire that maybe they haven't properly started by their standards. But it should be a great third quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. We're looking forward to it. Nikki, we mentioned there, I mean, the goals. There was some cracking goals. I'm looking at Leah Duffy for Eoghan Rua, the first and second goal for them, and Louise Lindsay with the third goal. But Leah Duffy has been a big threat for Eoghan Rua up front in that first half.
Yeah, like she's got, I think 2-2 she's got on the board, maybe more, I could be wrong. And her movement there is just like trying to mark someone like that wants to be that busy and covers that much ground. She's brilliant now. She gets a bit more support up there. She was lacking there towards half time. You could see they were tiring out. She got a bit more support off the shoulder there. They could have had another couple of scores on a turned over kick out, everything. But overall, as a team, they're playing very well, as opposed to Naoimh are still, there's a few individuals standing out, but if they come together as a team, we're going to have another big battle. But I'm glad what side of the fence I'm on at the minute.
off that fence. Just talking about, I suppose, you mentioned maybe Eoghan Rua showed signs of tiring a little bit. Like they had, as I said to Claire, started at a blistering pace. Is there a bit of a danger of that as well, that they've thrown the kitchen sink at it in the first half, and that if Mhuire have contained themselves a little bit, that could be difficult for Eoghan Rua in the second half?
Yeah, definitely. There's always that danger. But the other side of it is, it just looked like they'd switched off and tired a little bit mentally. It didn't look like the bodies are tired. And, a few minutes on the sideline can really just turn things back into where they started. Like we spoke about the first 10 minutes, both teams came out guns blazing, and the intensity of this first half has been unbelievable. So both teams are going to hit that stage where they look like they've switched off a little bit mentally, but they'll come back into it, hopefully soon.
A word I have to mention it to Claire on Laura Hearn's goal. Like, I mean, as an individual effort goes, like not only did she win the ball way out the field, but like she jinked in around that defence like there was no one there.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch it back and see how many defenders she actually went by there. The movement, the way she went around, and full control of the ball, her balance, everything, and the finish was unreal. Brilliant goal, brilliant individual effort.
Claire, interesting. Has the wind died down a little bit compared to the first game? I know we still have a breeze, but will it be much? Well, I suppose it's still quite, looking at the flags, there is quite a substantial breeze, but will it have much of a bearing, do you think, on that second half?
I don't know. I think the way both teams play, it's probably not having a huge bearing on it. They run the ball very much and they work themselves into good positions for scores, so I don't know if the wind is going to be either much of an advantage or disadvantage. It probably has died down a little bit from the earlier game, but the style of play, I don't know if the wind will play that much of a role.
Like, I mean, look, I have to ask you this question now again. We're here at half time. Like, we literally could see anything in this second half, couldn't we? Like, it's a very, very close game.
Yeah, like I have to say I'm very impressed by Eoghan Rua. Like they play kind of 1 to 15, like really brave work there from their goalies on a young girl. Like from 1 to 15, it's excellent. I think their midfielder is playing in full forward line. Really simple game. She's winning great ball. She's laying it straight off. Like there's nothing, very complicated about what they're doing, but it's because they're all moving so well as a unit. But again, as I say, I just don't know if we've seen everything Mhuire have to offer yet. So I might stick with my prediction of Mhuire.
Okay, sticking with Eoghan Rua. Can they pull it off, Nikki?
100%, no doubt.
Oh, these two women have changed from that first game. Yeah, they've totally have gone away from maybe sitting on that splintered fence. So look, yeah, it was too sore up there in the perch for them. Really entertaining second half to come. You can hear the teams are getting ready to take their positions for the second half of this ladies Connacht junior football final. If we've anything like the first half, it's going to be in for a treat. Let's hand you back to John and Shauna.
Angelina, thank you so much indeed. Yeah, never change a horse midstream, isn't that what they say? And at this particular moment in time, well, predictions, they can be difficult, they can be dangerous, but there's no doubt about it. Eoghan Rua Well, the big thing for them was to get to half-time and then mount a serious challenge in the second half. Incidentally, one of their players who really caught the eye there in the opening half, Louise Lindsay, she won a World Games medal in Sydney back a few years ago and is a real key player for Sligo today. Shane Feeney, as we mentioned, their manager from Easky, manager of Eoghan Rua, also the chairman of the club. But one thing for sure, he certainly will have the backing of the chairman going forward, regardless of this particular game goes. But the performance that his team put out there has been absolutely brilliant. His daughter, incidentally, is also involved in the panel today, Naoimh Mhuire. Well, they had that big victory in the Galway Championship last year when they defeated their own neighbours as well in the provincial or in the county final. That victory over Kilchamack will have prepared them well for games like today. Welcome back to our second half commentary. Straight away it's Naoimh Mhuire, who will obviously be boosted by the scoring of that goal just before the interval, looking to make some early inroads here. Blaney, again a key player for them, links it back inside there with Verona Crawley. She has been one of the key players for them. Referee initially was allowing advantage, but once again, despite the ball being got away, despite it being played into a Naoimh Mhuire player, the referee decides the best course of action will be the free, and it does present the Galway team with a gilt-edge opportunity of bringing us back here to a 1 point ball game. 1 goal and 9 to 3 goals and 5. Eoghan Rua with the 3-5, Naoimh Mhuire 1-9. Eoghan Rua with their noses in front, but that could be just about to change now, or maybe not. The free is going to drop short, and in there once again, just as she was time and time in the first half, is Joanne McDonald, who gets that one away, and a lovely restart, lovely use of the ball again over towards the far side of the field. Fiona Feeney had come deep. They have to work hard here. Louise Lindsay, the player who was successful with Sydney, as we mentioned, gets it back down towards Eva Barnes over on the far side. Sinead Naughton involved now. Just look at the way the Eoghan Rua players are dropping back deep now, making themselves available here, making sure that they get a foothold in the game in the second half. And now they've won a free 21 metres out from goal, and that was won by Leah Duffy, 2-goal hero in the opening half. She's got a bang just in the lower part on the back, as you can see there, coming away and obviously in some distress. The free is going to be kicked in for them by Rachel O'Brien, one of the inter-county contingent here on the Eoghan Rua team this afternoon. First score of the second half is going to be absolutely vital. If Eoghan Rua can get this one, it'll be a real tonic going forward. In goes the free there, but it goes out to the goalkeeper's left, our right, as we look down on it, and wide. Early stages of the second half. I suppose both teams really have to settle down again after the euphoria and all the ups and downs emotionally of that opening period of play.
Because sometimes when you get your break at half time, you just kind of get a chance to catch your breath, and you know, it's nearly like starting the game again when you go out in the second half. But both two kind of misses there by both teams, but just both settling back into it now.
Well, Naoimh Mhuire were coming into this game as hot favourites. They mentioned won the Galway Junior B Championship back in 2019. Another free given to Eoghan Rua here again, much to the displeasure of the visiting contingent here. Has come back out to Leah Duffy once again. Had recovered from the injury, but it's a second wide right at the start of the second half. We mentioned that Naoimh Mhuire Moore won the Junior B Championship in 2019, followed it up a year later with the 2020 Junior A Championship, and now looking to win junior honours at provincial level. They'll be playing in the Intermediate Championship for the very first time in their history in the year of 2021. But here comes Orla Naughton now. First opportunity for her in the second half. Outloader onside her. It goes, and there's Fiona Feeney, and there's another goal for Eoghan Rua. Fiona Feeney, no mistake about it this time. Ball played from Sophie Barnes, and it was finished into the back of the net. Was Sophie Barnes in the end? A goal there for the Eoghan Rua team. That is hugely decisive for them. 4-5 to 1-9. What a start to the second half.
Absolutely, I think Eoghan Rua will be absolutely thrilled with that. They seem to have a little bit of a breeze within this half, so they'll really want to be using that now.
Well, what a start indeed to the second period of play. 4 goals and 5 to 1 goal at 9. It's been raining goals here in this game, and you can really see now Naoimh Mhuire. They thought they might have turned the corner there just before the interval, but now all of a sudden it's been changed back into direction once again. They played the ball in here towards where they've redeployed Circa Mannion on the edge of the square. She gets the pass outside her and eventually is kicked in and eventually is kicked over the bar. It was Laura Hearn who was right up there with it. Just talk to me about the way we had worried that when we had heard that that Sarah Mannion might have picked up a little bit of a knock coming into this game. They seem to be deploying her as almost as an out-and-out full forward at this stage.
Yeah, it seems that Lisa Blaney, number 10, has got into midfield, and I think they have moved Sacra Mannion onto the edge of the square there, maybe hoping to get a score or two out of her, but it was a well-worked score. She was worked well in there, and great running again from Laura Hearn to get a good score.
Yeah, 17 plays 13 at the moment. It really is one of those games where there's been so much going on, and St. Mary's on the attack again. Verona Crowley has got the opportunity to run here. She's a real handful. Here's Sarah Mannion. Here's Mannion moving in. This could be an immediate impact, and it's come back off the upright. Oh, the move of deploying the midfielder into full forward, it almost paid dividends there immediately, but Owen Ruhr survive another day, and it's Naoimh Mhuire back on the attack again here right at the start of the second half. We're almost 5 minutes into the second half. It's Owen Ruhr 4 goals and 5 points. It's Naoimh Mhuire 1 goal and 10, and there's a break in play. There's one of the Owen Ruhr players has picked up a little bit of a knock, gone to ground over at the far side of the field. But just talk to me about Sarah Mannion there. There was almost a goal from her.
Nearly was a goal there from her. I actually think Louise Lindsay may have got her hands on that.
And Louise Lindsay was injured too, by the way.
Yeah, so that was great defending there by Louise Lindsay to go back near in the goal line to block that. Nearly 2 goal chances there nearly for Naoimh Mhuire, and one for Owen Ruhr, but Owen Ruhr have taken there, so that might just be the difference at the end of the day when this game comes to a close.
Yeah, it's very fine margins. Louise Lindsay, 33 years of age now, the accountant, made her adult debut at the club back in 2004. She's won the Sligo Intermediate Championship in 2020. Real good partnership there with Sophie Barnes, who is a little bit younger, 20 years of age, but those two have got that real, I suppose, chemistry and an excellent connection running there between them at this stage. That's the scene here in Markovich Park in Sligo, just for the benefit of those who are watching our streaming coverage on the Connacht LGFA Facebook page, and our coverage brought to you by Sulis on that particular platform today is a simulcast, also been broadcast on Ocean FM this evening, and our coverage on Ocean FM has been brought to you by Bernie's Beauty Salon, situated in O'Connell Street in Sligo. All platforms being used here to broadcast the Connacht Intermediate Junior final, which is currently in play. We had the intermediate decider a little bit earlier on, and still to come we've got the Connacht Senior final coming up a little bit later on this evening. Kildare and Clonberne up against St. Nathan's of Sligo, another Galway-Sligo meeting in that one. Here comes the free, about to be kicked in here by Crowley once again, and she's tapped another one in between the posts, and it now makes the scoreline 4 goals and 5 to 1 goal and 11. 4-5 Owen Ruhr, Naoimh Mhuire 1 goal and 11. Tell you, there's some talking points in this particular match.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I've counted 7 points there for Verona Crowley, and goal chance on.
She's through again here. They've got more possibilities. Ball played in there dangerously. All hands to the pumps there for Owen Ruhr on that particular occasion, and they've come away with it. As Eva Barnes back there, the cornerback, links it up towards Orna O'Dowd. The hamstring seems to be sticking it out well so far. Aisling Malloy foraging deep to get possession here. Good play from Owen Ruhr. They need to lift the siege that they were under over the last couple of minutes or so. They're carrying the ball way up on the far side of the field. Now it's got into the inside forward line. Back there towards Sarah Curley it goes. Sarah Curley got it back to Rachel O'Brien, but again there's been a blow of the whistle from the referee to stop the game dead in its flow, and it's going to be another free in, this time for Owen Ruhr.
Yeah, I think it was a bit of a pull of the jersey there on Sarah, and a great run through there by Aisling Malloy. She covered a lot of ground, and this should be a nice scoreable opportunity now for Rachel O'Brien. More
movement, as you can see, down on the substitutes bench. Number 14 is going to be coming off there, the Naoimh Mhuire team. It seems to be making the Geneva O'Toole the full forward, and number 24 is being introduced there. Roisin Madden is the player who is going to be brought in, so Roisin Madden is getting the opportunity, number 24, to come in. Big move indeed for her, big time for her to come into the game. I'll be hoping that maybe she can make an impact for them here now at this particular late stage. She's 24 years of age, the teacher. Made that adult debut back in 2016, won the Junior B and Junior A championships over the last couple of years, but all eyes are on the opposition number 14 right now as she prepares to kick this free for the Sligo champions. Rachel O'Brien is the lady that we're talking about, and Rachel O'Brien has found the target and found the range, and it now makes the scoreline Owen Ruhr 4 goals and 6, Naoimh Mhuire 1 goal and 11. 4-6 to 1-11. 4-6, quite a score. Those goals absolutely crucial.
Yeah, the goals are making the difference so far, and they do say goals win games, so if Mhuire can get another point or two and keep ticking over on that scoreboard, I have a feeling they're going to come out of this one.
Yeah, it'll be a great tonic for them, be a great boost for ladies football in Sligo as well. The 31-year-old full forward Naoimh O'Toole was the player who was brought off there. Again, one of these players has been with the club since 2004 here in Mhuire and Galway, but it's Eoghan Mhuire again who have made some serious headway. It's got in here to Leah Duffy. 2 goals in the opening half, still in possession, needs support this time, has it coming eventually. Now there's possibilities for Aisling Malloy, who had gone across to that side of the field, kicks the ball in. The umpire, well, he looked a little bit unsure. I'm not sure whether the goalkeeper was able to influence them or not there, but it certainly done no harm from a Mhuire perspective. They've given it as a wide.
Yeah, it was actually hard to see that if it did go over the bar, but I do think the umpire made the right call.
And worrying time for both management setups now on the sideline as they contemplate how this one is going to go. The ball kicked out there again. Eoghan Mhuire having a real purple patch at the moment. Here's Aisling Malloy, had you could maybe say a side setter a couple of minutes ago with that last one that went wide. Has got out here to Sarah Curley. This time takes the 1-2. Look at her go. The wing back up in the attack. That's the way you do it. That's the way you take the scores. Brilliant individual point from Sarah Curley. She kept going that time. Mhuire could not pin her down. 4-7 to 1-11 in favour of Eoghan Mhuire.
Yeah, absolutely great score there by Sarah Curley. Great run through. Oh, and it seems to be a hot ball now.
Hot ball,
too short.
Not out the required distance. It was a short kick out for the Mhuire team. Too short for the referees like it, and it's going to be another hot ball. Just not what you need at this stage for the Mhuire management team. And you can see Danny Kelly, their manager, down on the sideline, absolutely contemplating all that's taking place here, surveying all that unfolds in front of him. His team would have come into this game due to the fact, I suppose, being from Galway, they'd have been red hot favourites, so always difficult to predict. No real history between the two teams, and you're always coming into the unknown, especially at the end of a long COVID knockdown. Here comes Sinead Nocton. We know all about her class, but this time the ball goes out to the right of the post and wide. In fairness, she rushed the shot. It was one of those where you had to shoot on sight.
Yeah, I think so. Probably better options on, but I think she probably seen the goals in sight, so she went for it. Yeah, Eoghan are really having a really purple patch here, and Naoimh are under a little bit of pressure, so it's interesting to see how they're going to react to this.
Hopefully you're enjoying our coverage of the Connacht LGFA finals here today. We've had a cracking intermediate game. The junior final is one hell of a game as well. Here's Leah Duffy. Sligo looking for a maiden success here. Louise Lindsay coming forward, with Louise Lindsay just shooting out to the right and wide. You know something? Composure is going to be absolutely crucial from here on in. It's going to be so key if Eoghan are going to get across the line.
Absolutely, because Eoghan are on a lot of ball here. They seem to have all the possession. Naoimh have barely got it into their half, but it seems Eoghan are getting on the ball, but they're not taking their chances, and you just wonder, is that going to come back to haunt them?
One of the subs there that has been introduced for the Mhuire team is number 24, Rosie McMahon. First opportunity for her to get her hands on the ball there, and it's a free for the Mhuire team, and McMahon is in the move here again. The number 24 bringing it forward, running here at the rear guard, has support outside her, links up on this particular occasion with Alison Blaney. Alison Blaney tries to cut back in field, takes the 1-2, gets the pass back there to Verona Crowley. It's back towards Blaney once again to try to pass through. The eye of an eagle was never coming off there. She beats the ground in frustration. You'd always remind you of the Bayern Munich players after the 1999 Champions League final, the way they beat the ground in frustration. That kind of action here. It's come back to Joanne McDonald. Joanne McDonald has been absolutely brilliant at the heart of that defence, but it's back here with Caoimhe Kelly for St Mary's once more. Caoimhe Kelly loses possession, and it's back with Geraldine Ruan, who has gone through some workload. If the St Farnham players are going to end their association this evening with Eoghan Mhuire, what a way it would be if they would win a Connacht title.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm sure the 3 girls that have made their appearance with Eoghan Mhuire have been absolutely delighted to come over here and play with them, and they're making a massive impact for them.
No doubt about it. 2 of them are inter-county players as well, and that just shows you maybe the class that they've been able to bring in. But as we mentioned, St Farnham's reformed again, and those players will be going back to St Farnham's at the end of this particular game. Will they be going back with a Connacht medal in their back pockets? That remains to be seen, as one of the many subplots to this Connacht junior final here. The 2020 junior final was played against all the odds, and as we mentioned earlier in the intermediate game, full credit to the LGFA and Connacht to making sure that this competition was finished. And what football we're seeing. There's a lovely ball inside towards Rachel O'Brien. She's offloaded it out to Sinead Nocton. Sinead Nocton back to the midfielder coming through, and there's the shot. That's into the back of the net. Sophie Barnes again, the player at the end of the move. Well, the movement, the skill, the ability, the execution of the pass, and Sophie Barnes ending it all off, slotting it into the back of the net. It's the magnificent 5 goals here, the famous 5 goals for Eoghan Rua. They lead 5-7 to 111.
Yeah, a great turnover there in the middle, in midfield, and just so much space up there for Eoghan Rua. A great run by Sinead Naughton again, and a great finish. And could be on again.
They're through again. This time it's Louise Lindsay who's through, and Louise Lindsay takes her point on this particular occasion. Oh, you cannot just look away from this for a moment. It's 5 goals and 8 now to 1 goal and 11. But Mhuire, they're conceding goals like there's no tomorrow.
Absolutely, and even if you look out at the pitch there, the amount of space that's in the middle of the pitch, I think Mhuire only have 2 players up there. It's all on Rua at the moment. They're all pushing forward, they're all driving through, and it's great to see.
Yeah, they just look shell-shocked at the minute in the deployment of Circa Manuel. They mightn't have any real option but to play her in full forward. We heard that she was carrying an injury coming into this game. She's operating on the edge of the square there, but I tell you something, Joanne McDonald, the player of this marketer, has launched so many attacks from that full back line all afternoon. But here comes Laura Hearn, tries to play the ball outside her there towards Roisin McMahon. Roisin McMahon was pushed as she got the pass away. They found Mannion this time. She has to use that direct running style of hers to try and get away, but Joanne McDonald is equal to the challenge once again, and once more it's Joanne McDonald who sets up an attack in motion there for Eoghan Rua, but they've given the ball away. It's back on the Mhuire side once more. Coming forward here now is Verona Crowley. Possibilities for her. Has to get some support play. Has it eventually with Alison Blaney. Alison Blaney coming in. I wonder is the time that Mhuire thought about going for goal. Alison Blaney gets the shot in, and the umpire with both arms folded eventually signals that it's gone wide. I'm just wondering, is it getting to a crucial stage of the game? There's still a quarter of it to be played, but do Mhuire at this stage have to be thinking about majors?
I think so. They really need a score right now to settle them down a little bit, and I think they will be looking for a goal nearly here at this stage. Great defending by Eoghan Rua. Like, they've that middle coverage, there's nowhere for Mhuire to go, and they just have to kick that shot, and like the last time it just went wide.
What about that 17-year-old goalkeeper Ellen Maguire? Her distribution has been brilliant. She's made 1 or 2 magnificent saves as well in the game. Here come Eoghan Rua again. Every time they come forward you think that they might be able to get goals. It's in there with Rachel O'Brien to Leah Duffy, who turns and shoots, and Leah Duffy has sent another one in and another one over the bar. Well, those 2 goals in the opening half very much set the tone for our evening here at Markovich Park, and they are scoring for fun now. 5-9 to 111.
Yeah, they're racking up the scores now, like goals and points. It's just really, really good to watch. They're really moving well and working so hard.
Yeah, it's all about the movement of the ball, and it's all about the work that's going on off the ball. Here comes the ladies from Galway again. This time it was given away for them there on that particular occasion by Rosie McMahon, and Eoghan Rua have the chance to counter-attack, and they've got the ball to their full forward again, Rachel O'Brien. Rachel O'Brien delivers it down quickly here towards the direction of Sophie Barnes. Her deployment in the inside forward line is causing havoc inside. Has come back out once more towards Louise Lindsay at the end of it, and Louise Lindsay has kicked it in and kicked another one between the posts, and all of a sudden Eoghan Rua in the blink of an eye have racked up 5-10 on the scoreboard. 5-10 for them, 1 goal and 11 for Mhuire. And I tell you something, this Eoghan Rua performance, it's brilliant. It's brilliant to watch.
An absolute excellent start to a second half. That is a dream start, especially in a Connacht final. That is exactly what you want for your players to go out there and do. A bit of a tough tackle there.
Laura Kelly here. There might be just or not Laura Kelly, Aisling Malloy. I think she could be in a spot of bother here. Referee is telling her there's a couple of those fouls all throughout the game, and he's showing her a yellow card there.
I think it was Aisling Malloy that may have been picking up Laura Hearn throughout that game, really. So I'd be interested to see now what Eoghan Rua would do here.
Yeah, and she has picked up that yellow card and heading off towards the sideline as well. So her loss would be certainly felt here by Eoghan Rua, because as you mentioned, the amount of work that she was doing, the tracking back that she was doing, and when you're marking somebody like Laura Hearn, it's I suppose a prereq that you have to have a fantastic engine, you have to have a huge work rate, and she had both of those.
Absolutely, yeah, and I think sometimes it's something that goes unnoticed, is the tracking, and that is something that Aisling Malloy has been doing. She's been covering an awful lot of ground, covering her player all the time, and just working really, really hard.
Yeah, so there's a comfortable lead, you could say. Some of the region has 11 points at the moment, but really still all to play for, and things can change at the blink of an eye. Plenty of excitement down at the sideline again. Mhuire coming in the attack here. They know that they need to get a couple of scores here themselves to try and somehow bring themselves back into contention here, but they're meeting some fierce resistance back there in that Eoghan Rua full back line. Eva Barnes there again, really playing well. The entire defensive setup here for Rowan Rua has been magnificent. Louise Lindsay has worked so hard at midfield, chipped in with a couple of points as well. That's down towards Leah Duffy. What can we say about her? Her goal so vital early on. Lovely delivery in again here. Look at the space, look at the way they're able to do it. Rachel O'Brien is free here. If they can get the ball across to her, they can. It's Rachel O'Brien, right footed shot just past the post and wide. You could see that move coming. You could see where the intended pass was going to go, and you were just, I suppose, from a Sligo perspective, hoping that the net was going to bustle.
Yeah, like really patient play there again by Eoghan Rua. You know, she had a lot of space. She held up the ball really well, found the runner coming through, and just a great shot actually, but just an unlucky miss at the same time.
We've reached the second water break here at this stage. There's 11 points between the teams. It's Mhuire 1 goal and 11. It's Eoghan Rua 5 goals and 10. It's been sub-score. We've had goals galore here in this particular game so far. 6 in total. Mhuire, well, they've got the numerical advantage out there here for the next few minutes or so. But let's look at this now from an Eoghan Rua perspective. You know, you're in a position perhaps in your wildest dreams last night. You might not have imagined that things would have gone this well for the opening third quarter. What do you do at this stage? What's the team talk going to be like down there?
I think at this stage Eoghan Rua just keep doing what they're doing, keep playing their football, keep attacking all the time. It looks like when you're watching the game, it seems like Eoghan Rua are just absolutely everywhere. It nearly seems like it's 20 players against 10 out there. They're covering a load of ground. They're all working so hard, and I just think if they keep doing what they're doing, I think they're going to come out on top here.
I'm just looking at the Mhuire team here. They're in camera shot at the moment. You can see, for instance, there where there was so much expected of their midfielder Saoirse Mannion today. Just looking at her at the back of the picture there, being put in around the edge of the square, doesn't seem to be moving that free. Body language can tell you a lot about teams at the moment. They are shell shocked at the way this has gone.
Absolutely. I think the Galway girls are favourites coming in here, and I don't think they were expecting to meet such intent by Eoghan Rua, but like they're really up against it now. They have an awful lot of work to do to claw back this score.
For Eoghan Rua, they're currently in camera shot over the far side of the field on that dugout. They, as I mentioned, could not have imagined that things would have gone so well for them here in the opening quarters. What has been so successful for them has been their work rate, their movement, the execution of the pass, and really in many cases maybe not carrying the ball into tackles. That was key for Glencarmanor earlier. Something similar for Eoghan Rua here today. They want to keep the ball moving as quickly as possible at all times.
Absolutely, they're moving the ball through the hand really well. They're also, as soon as they get it to the midfield, to the half forward line, they're kicking that long ball into the full forward and have the runners coming off. Whereas I suppose with Mhuire, they seem to have their few main players that they just want to get on the ball, that will run at Eoghan Rua. So I think the team effort from Eoghan Rua has probably been the major part to play in this.
Tactically now, with Eoghan Rua a player down, how are they going to counteract that?
Yeah, it's interesting to see. I suppose I think Aisling Malloy, who was picking up on Laura Hearn, I think they will move one of their forwards back to pick her up and maybe play with a little bit of a sweeper or something.
And from a Mhuire perspective, no point in putting maybe an extra sweeper back. They have got to chase the game.
No.
We're back up and running again here in the third quarter. Mhuire, it's now or never, or they're going to be going out of the intermediate championship here at this stage. Here they come forward. Laura Hearn decides we're going to give this one last crack before we go down. She plays the ball outside her to Alison Blaney. Alison Blaney making real headway. Good run this from Blaney. She's cut right in field there. Gets the pass out here to Verona Crowley. Once again, her way blocked by a whole host of Eoghan Rua jerseys, but she goes back in field, turns around. Still, it's Crowley in possession, manages to get that ball back outside her. They're looking here for a goal. They've got it into Mannion! She's got the goal! Sarah Mannion, what a finish into the back of the net. We said she'd be a never-present threat on the edge of the square. She's got the goal, 2-11 to 5-10, and Mannion is a danger in there.
Yeah, absolutely. I do think that's exactly what they wanted to do when they put her in there. It was actually really well worked goal. They were patient with their build-up. They looked for her, and yeah, exactly what they want now for this last 15 minutes.
Well, it's really opened it up here now for the closing stages of this particular game. As you can see, there are 22 minutes into it. It's 2-11 for Mhuire. Eoghan Rua still with 5 goals and 10, and at this stage now, it's very much opened it up a little bit, as you could say. That goal giving them something to play for. All about Eoghan Rua, how they respond now at this stage. They've got the ball back there with Joanne McDonald once again. A long clearance of her way down the field. It might break kindly for Sinead Naughton. Naughton gathers the ball. She's approaching the 45-metre line. They're playing from right to left as we look out from the back of the main stand here in Markovich Park in Sligo, down towards Fiona Feely. I think again it was going to be the player inside. Sophie Barnes has been absolutely immense. It's Sophie Barnes again who has it, and Sophie Barnes has overcarried it this time since the referee, and it's going to be a free out.
Yeah, I think think Onru just really need to settle themselves, really be patient on the ball now at this stage, hold the ball up as much as they can, work that player up the field, and it's nervous times for both teams at this stage.
Yeah, it's very much, I suppose, all coming into the mix nicely at this stage, but Owen Rua have walked the ball inside here, and there's a possibility for Sarah Curley, and she can take a score like that. She's a wing back, but she kicked it beautifully. There's another change taking place. Number 23, Amy Connolly, is coming in for the St Mary's team, so are the Mhuire team, so they're making switches here, anything at this stage to try and claw them back into it. The number 23 is just 19 years of age, and she's been brought in, and number 10 is the player who is going to be making way for them. They're taking off their wing forward here at this particular moment in time. Alison Blaney, that's a surprise for me, because Alison Blaney covered a huge amount of ground.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe she is just wrecked from covering the amount of ground that she did, but you would expect that she would be one of their bigger players that you'd be hoping to get on the ball at this stage in the game.
And she looked like somebody that could make things happen, but it's Lisa Blaney. Oh, you know, Alison Blaney. Of course, two of the players here that have been looking for huge performances from right throughout this game. They've got it into Mannion there again. Mannion trying to very much be a major influence here that might some way bring them back into contention, bring back the Galway champions into contention in this game. That goal has given them a little bit of a catalyst to do something at the start of the third final quarter. Verona Crawley again fouled on the 45-metre line. She's going to pump this one in round the square dangerously. It's a dropping ball inside. Could have got anywhere, well read by the goalkeeper, Ellen Mhuire. Such a young and confident goalkeeper. Great kickouts all afternoon. One brilliant save as well in the game, and nothing she could have done about the couple of goals she conceded. Leah Duffy and Fiona Feeney way back in their own half of the field. Just look at the work rate here of the Owen Rua team. Lovely pass into Orla Naughton. Naughton has it in midfield, switches it over towards the terrace side once again. Racing after this one is Fiona Feeney. They lead at this stage by 5 goals and 11 to 2 goals and 11. There's 3 goals between them. There's 9 points between them. Here comes Rachel O'Brien. Possibilities here for Rachel O'Brien. The whole defence is opening up in front of her. Onto the right boot. Shot from Rachel O'Brien into the back of the net. Oh, what a finish of Rachel O'Brien. Right in over the head of the goalkeeper into the back of the net. I don't know, and there's another chance here. It's been kicked in by Orla Naughton and kicked in and over the bar. Is it too early to say it? Game, set and match for Owen Rua.
I have a feeling that it is just such a goal. Wasn't expecting that.
No, absolutely magic. 6-12 to 2-11. Owen Rua. Well, that goal was an absolute thing of beauty, and it seems to be an injury for Leah Duffy. She may be going down with cramp there as well. We'll watch that closely, but really, as I mentioned, you cannot take your eyes off this for a moment. Fiona Feeney has had the latest shot. It's turning into a good old-fashioned shootout. Here's Orla Naughton. Intercepts the short kick out, but it's back once more here for the Mhuire team. How do they get themselves back into this game after conceding a goal like that just a couple of moments ago? Well, you were just maybe going to fear for Owen Rua once they got the goal from Mannion, but they've come back now and they've got an absolute brilliant goal of their own. It's really put them in the box seat here.
Yeah, something to note really is the turnovers from Owen Rua and the kickouts. I don't know if they've lost any of the Mhuire kickouts. They've been turned over at every stage, and that's actually what's been a massive difference, because they've got 2 or 3 goals off that. Just
one point on that: you've got to compliment their courage and their bravery, because they're playing with the numerical disadvantage with the player in the sin bin. But even with such a big lead, sometimes teams can go back into their shell. They can drop bodies back in behind the ball. Not the case. It's very much a full court press here from Owen Rua. They're attacking, they're defending right up the field and almost to their own full forward line.
Absolutely, yeah. Like, you wouldn't even know that they're down a player at this stage. It does seem to just be Owen Rua that have the extra player. And yeah, as you said, they're still attacking, and it's great to see that at this stage of the game that they haven't just decided, we'll just cover our goals and make sure they don't get any scores at this stage, but they're full court press, as you said, and they're just going for this game. They're trying to rack up those scores. Well,
the scoreline at the moment, in case you've just come back late to us, it's 6 goals and 12 points for Owen Rua. It's 2 goals and 11 here for Naoimh Mhuire. 6-12 to 2-11. And I tell you something, it's been a game. There's been so many trills and spills. There's movement now in the Naoimh Mhuire bench. They're going to throw in a couple of more bodies to see if they can do something about this. They're warming up. Number 19, Aoife Fogarty, is about to come into the mix very shortly for them. She's handing the slip of paper to the 4th official down at the sideline at the minute. Number 18 has also been warmed up there, Ciara Crow. So they're going to be bringing in 2 players. They're taking off one of their midfielders, Circa Mannion, who got the goal but really was not moving, I suppose, freely or to the level that she can move it, and they've decided maybe with big games coming up for her, they're not going to take any further chances. she had some battle in there, I must say, with Joanne McDonald.
Yeah, Joanne McDonald has been really good in there today, really sturdy back there. Nothing really is going to get past her today. And I suppose captain of their team today, she'd be delighted now after that performance.
Yeah, and you could just see the disappointment on Circle Mannion's faces. She comes off and takes her place in the substitutes bench now for the remaining closing stages of this game. Little bit of afters developing as a free was awarded by the referee. Another substitution about to be confirmed now as well for the Mhuire team. It was the number 18 Ciara Crowe, who we mentioned a couple of moments ago, that would be coming in, and Alison Blaney is coming off as well. So they've made a number of those switches at this particular moment in time, and I can tell you really at this stage it's Eoghan Rua's to lose at this particular juncture.
Yeah, absolutely. Great team effort there by Eoghan Rua now today so far. And I think Naoimh are still trying to throw everything they can at this game, bringing on their subs, hoping to make a difference, hoping to get the goals, hoping to get the scores at this stage.
We want to say hello to Tracy O'Kennedy, who's watching in Texas, watching our coverage today on the Connacht LGFA Facebook stream. Of course, the game going out on the Connacht LGFA Facebook stream, and for our radio listeners to Ocean FM, and the majority, of course, obviously at Ocean and maybe on the stream at this stage, will be very much happy with the way things are going here for Eoghan Rua. Here they come forward again. They're looking for some more scores. Once again, it's going to be Louise Lindsay ending the move. This time the shot goes out to the right of the post and wide. Almost 30 minutes played. The scoreline, do not adjust your laptop, television, tablet, wherever you're watching at home. It is 6-12 for Eoghan Rua. It's 2-11 for Mhuire of Galway. The Sligo champions here in their own backyard in Markovich Park have put in a 5-star performance that has delivered 6 goals in an absolutely thrilling game of football. Another change, I think, being made there as well. As number 17, I think, has come in.
Yeah, 17, Maeve Duffy for Eoghan Rua has come in. I'm not sure who she's replaced.
Yeah, I think it's 17 for 12. It may have been Fiona Feeney. Maybe that made way there. We'll confirm it just in a moment's time for you. So much going on here at the moment. Laura Ahern, still a bright and shining star for Mhuire. Ahern making serious impacts here as she tries to get forward, but again that pass in there, look at how they're trying to bottle up the space. There might be possibilities here for the Mhuire team if they can just manage to get a shooter at the end of the move here, and that's the 17 for 12 just to confirm that particular move. She got kicked in there eventually by the centre half forward Verona Crowley, but the referee's whistle, I think, had sounded. No, it hadn't. He's allowed the advantage, and the point goes in and the point goes over the bar. The white flag been raised, so that now brings the scoreline 2 goals and 13 points for Mhuire, but significantly it's Eoghan Rua with a tally of 6 goals and 12.
Yeah, it's I think the scoreboard really says it all. That has been such an attacking game. Like, it's a high score, and I think if you were in a Connacht final and you scored 2-12, you'd actually be disappointed not to come out with the win. But again, 6 goals, it's hard to compete against that. Oh, it's hard to compete against it. It's been absolutely majestical football here from Eoghan Rua. Brilliant to watch. The movement, the intensity, the amount of work rate that they've displayed in this game has been absolutely brilliant as well. So the looks if they'll be crowned Connacht champions. Louise Lindsay with a World Games medal. Looks like she might be getting a medal too, but in the provincial series here, but that one has gone out to the left of the post and it has gone out wide. Hard to believe 32 minutes almost have flown by here in this second half.
Emer, come out here.
So once more, kick out about to be taken.
All the way out.
So many heroes for Eoghan Rua today.
Oh, absolutely. Like, if you had to pick a player of the match, I really don't even know who you'd pick at this stage. I think Louise Lindsay was fantastic there in midfield, coming through all the time. I think she kicked 1-4 from play. Sophie Barnes with 2 goals in midfield.
Joanne McDonald will be a contender for me.
Absolutely, yeah. She was so sturdy back there. She had everything covered, read the game so well. There was nothing getting past her.
18 for 15, incidentally, is another change. Aisling Malloy is going off at number 18. Grace Martin is going to be coming in for the closing stages as well. Just look at the celebrations over there for Aisling Malloy going off, and the celebrations, you could say, have probably all have started already. There's actually tears in the eyes there. It's a hugely emotional occasion for these players from Eoghan Rua, and I suppose when you look at it too as well, the St. Farnham's players that came in, the 3 players that made a difference there, and they're going back to their own club at the end of this. It's, I suppose, the beginning of something and the end of something.
Absolutely, yeah. It's nearly bittersweet, you could say. You know, they've worked really hard together as a team, and you know, from girls coming in from a different club, it may be sometimes hard to gel, but they seem like that's been no problem to them. They've gelled really well, and a really, really good team effort.
And the combination has really worked well. It's delivered the goods not alone at county level, but now at provincial level for Eoghan Rua of Sligo as well. 4 goals in the difference here. 12 points in the difference, and we're in the 33rd minute at this stage. And Owen Rua looking for more as they work the ball there. Amy Cawley-Fox, one of the subs that came in, and that's been kicked in, and another one been kicked in and kicked over the bar. 6 minutes of additional time being added on at the end of the game as well, so that'll tell you that there will be a few minutes more. We're 33 minutes and 25 seconds into the second half, so we should have about maybe 3-4 more minutes of stoppage time to be added on here, barring the collapse of all collapses, or the comeback of all comebacks from the Galway team here. It's going to be Sligo's own Rua who are going to be climbing up the steps here at Markovich Park to receive the trophy a little bit later on. What an atmosphere that's going to be. Here come St. Mary so with Laura Hearn. She's been undoubtedly one of their best players all throughout the game. Links up inside with Verona Crowley as well. Hasn't been a bad cameo role from her. Looks to try and get that passed away, but Owen Rua have got some fresh legs in there as well. They're going to be defending this right out to the last, just wanting to see it out. There's Crowley on the ground. You can just see the frustration etched all across her face. Been given no change there by Laura Foodie. Now they've worked the ball in short. There could be a tug of the jersey there. I'm sure the referee must have spotted that. He did.
Yeah.
We spotted it from here, and it's going to be a free in. He spotted less today.
Yeah.
He's surely going to get that. The Pádraig Pearce's match official.
I think something to note there is, I think at the start of the game, Verona Crowley was a massive threat there for Mhuire, but in fairness to Owen Rua, they really handled her well. They knew what to do. They didn't let her run as freely as they did in the first 10 or 15 minutes.
There's another yellow card and another sin binning over on that far side. And they've gone for the quick one. And it's found its way in, and it's in the back of the net when they've scored a goal. We were watching the player making their way at the sideline. The free was taken quickly, and it was crashed into the back of the net, so that now leaves it 3-12 to 6-13. Could that comeback of all comebacks be on the cards? Or is it too late? Well, there's about a minute of stoppage time left. It now leaves the scoreline 6-13 to 3 goals and 12.
You just never know what can happen in a game of football.
Well, stranger things have happened. They look to have just done enough their own Rua. They had the player been sent over to the sideline. I'm not sure at the end of all that whether it was Fiona Feeney or not, but the change was, well, she was substituted a little bit earlier. We'll tell you, but it was number 10 actually, Orna Nocton, who was the player who was sent to the sin bin. Here come Naoimh Mhuire again. They're waltzing through here. There's another chance of a score. That ball's been kicked in and been kicked wide.
You nearly thought there was another goal chance on there for Naoimh Mhuire.
Grandstand finished territory then if that
Absolutely.
went in. But it's gone wide. And with about 13-14 seconds of that stoppage time, it's all really down to the discretion of the referee now at this particular moment in time.
I do think Owner will be happy to hear the final whistle at this stage.
Oh, absolutely. See, inevitably with a couple of subs on as well, game had changed a little bit. Here they come with Sarah Curley. They just want to get the ball up into the other end of the field. Not like that though. It's gone out over the sideline. It's going to be another sideline ball for Naoimh Mhuire over there. All the girls just not giving up on this one, just hanging on to the coattails even in the dying moments here of Owen Rua, who have played some brilliant football en route to capturing this what can only be described as a historic Connacht title for them. But still Naoimh Mhuire persistent coming forward. Still they persist in bringing it forward with Laura Hearn. Look at the way she's moving forward. Gets the ball outside her here to Crowley once more. Verona Crowley trying to get through. Whole number of players blocking her route, but they managed to get the pass away there. Joanne McDonald has still some defending to do. Possibilities for Roisin McMahon. Possibilities for Veronica Crowley again. The shot blocked down. It goes to ground. Whistle sounds from the referee. What's he going to give? Free out.
Free out, yeah.
Free out for Owen Rua. 3-12 Naoimh Mhuire, 6-13 Owen Rua. And another injury down there as well. One of the Owen Rua players picking up a knock there.
Yeah, great defending there
great
again
defending,
by Owen Rua. I think Joanne McDonald got a great hand in there.
Maeve Duffy was the player who picked up that knock there. You can see the pain in her face, the bang that she got on the foot going in there bravely to block that particular effort. Well, we're 37 minutes into it at this stage. You know something, I suppose it's a game that looked safe a few moments ago for Owen Rua. Then they conceded a goal, then nearly conceded another one, and all of a sudden you learn in this business to not try and offer too many predictions.
Yeah, absolutely. As we say, games change very quickly in football, and if Naoimh Mhuire had got one of those goal chances, it could have been a different game.
It should be at this particular moment in time for Owen Rua. Should be relatively safe if there can ever be such a thing in football, especially the game of this nature that has ebbed and flowed and produced drama aplenty. 6-13 to 3 goals and 12. a game that the 200 spectators, including the president of the LGFA, Micheál Naughton, will have thoroughly enjoyed here this afternoon. His connections to that particular part in Sligo, and indeed family connections to the management team. I know he'll be here in a neutral capacity, but part of him will have to feel hugely proud for them.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's a great occasion for Eoghan Mhuire and a great occasion for Micheál Naughton. And I think it's Sinead and Orla will be his nieces, so I'm sure he'll be delighted for the two of them girls to be picking up a Connacht medal today.
And I was talking to his brother a little bit earlier on, who's part of the management team here. Liam Naughton was really looking forward to this game. He said they had the work done, the team had trained hard, and they were well and truly all set forward. Now can Eoghan Mhuire defend a little bit better this time? Look at this for a move from Mhuire, maybe one from the training ground as they come in search of more goals here with Laura Ahern again going forward, but the referee blows the whistle.
Why should we go back out there?
And it's going to be another free in. Ahern again, this time it's going to be kicked inside here for them by Crowley, the centre half forward, and in there dangerously once more, but they managed to cut it out this time, Eoghan Mhuire, and the clearance goes away. Any port in the storm, you know, a clearance like that would have been, I suppose, worthy of the full-time whistle sounding, but the referee is still continuing with the play. Orla O'Dowd got in the way on that particular occasion. Still it comes forward here, Gillian Lennon playing it outside her here. They can't wait for that full-time whistle to come over in the dugout to the far side of the field, and the referee has awarded another free. Well, I'm not sure what he's intent on continuing on the agony in the garden here, because it comes forward once more. Here's Laura Ahern, right footed shot from Laura Ahern. There's goes the whistle again from the referee, and it's another free in. I just wonder, is the stopwatch working?
Yeah, I don't know what he's thinking here now. And nearly 40 minutes played in this second half. I really do think Eoghan Mhuire would just be mad to hear this final whistle.
Oh, it's an eternity for them. They are within touch and distance of the promised land, but the referee, all it takes is for him to blow the full-time whistle.
You'd nearly think they'd go for another goal chance here.
Rona Crowley is going to take some more changes about to take place as well. Number 15 is coming in there for Eoghan Mhuire. Late on, Aisling Malloy.
I think Sinead Naughton picked up an injury there.
Pity to see her going off. Want to try and get her back as full fitness as quickly as possible. Here comes that free, well blocked by Eoghan Mhuire this time. Now is this to be their moment? Still play bizarrely continues, and there we go, and there goes the full-time whistle, and just look at the celebrations for Eoghan Mhuire. The Sligo team have been crowned Connacht Intermediate champions here with an absolutely brilliant performance. They've defeated Naoimh Mhuire, the kingpins of Galway, the favourites of Galway. They've beaten them here 6-13 to 3 goals and 12 in an absolutely thrilling game of football. And Shauna, not alone for the club in Sligo, but for the county of Sligo. Just look at some of those scenes there. Just look at the players in tears as they're coming in and congratulating each other here. The Eoghan Mhuire players. Describe for me, if you will, the significance of this for ladies football in Sligo.
Oh, absolutely. I think any time a weaker county per se wins a Connacht title, it's a massive, especially for Sligo ladies at this time. You know, they have a good few county girls in there, and I think they'll all just be absolutely delighted with such a great team performance from Eoghan Mhuire there today.
Well, it'll be some fun when it comes to selecting a player of the match of this one. There's been some wonderful performances out there, but the work rate of Eoghan Mhuire from start to finish, their build-up play, their ability to get goals, those are just some of the key talking points.
Oh, definitely. I think, 6 goals by Eoghan Mhuire, and it wasn't just any one person. I know Leah Duffy scored 2 goals, but Sophie Byrne scored 2 goals, Louise Lindsay, Rachel O'Brien with a cracker of a score, and it's just the absolute work rate, the team effort. Every player there played their part in that game today. I don't know anyone that you could say didn't play well for Eoghan Mhuire, and I just think they'd be absolutely thrilled with that performance.
Shauna, it's been an absolute pleasure to have your company on this one. Really enjoyed it. Congratulations to Eoghan Mhuire. They are the Connacht Junior Football Champions for 2021. 6-13 to 3-12 is how it's finished against Naoimh Mhuire. We've got the presentation and after-match reaction coming up very shortly, right after this break.
Solace has been lighting Irish homes for many years. Now, with the drive towards LED bulbs and more energy-efficient lighting, Solace also leads the way. Solace would like to wish everybody taking part in today's county finals the very best of luck. And remember, when you're choosing a bulb for your home, choose Irish. Choose Solace. The light of Irish life.
Wishing our senior ladies team good luck in the Connacht LGFA Club final. Bring it home, girls. From all your supporters at Glencar Manor Hamilton.
Best wishes to all teams taking part in the Connacht Club Championship finals, especially Eoghan Rua, Giva and St Nathys, from all at Sligo LGFA. Our all-county draw tickets are on sale. Top prize, €5,000.
Best of luck to all teams taking part in the Connacht Club finals, from Deirdre and the staff of Molly Fultons. Best of luck to Kilkerran-Clonberne ladies in the 2020 Connacht final.
Wishing all the teams the very best of luck in the Connacht Club finals, especially Eoghan Rua in the junior final, from Raymond and all the staff at Ridgepool Fuels and Valeting Ballina, for all your fuel and valeting needs. 087 0522 101.
Best of luck to all teams playing in the Connacht Club finals, from all Roscommon LGFA.
Best of luck to Eoghan Rua from Muddy Burns Bar and Restaurant. Come and experience our new outdoor heated and roofed dining area. If you'd like to be part of our team, contact Mark at markcar1805@gmail.com.
Best of luck to our players and management in the Connacht Junior final. Thank you to everyone who has supported our new lotto. Yearly tickets still available, and weekly tickets are available online if you would like to support. Visit our Eoghan Rua Facebook page for more details.
All at crushers.ie. Wish Kilkerran-Clonberne girls the very best in the final. Primary plant.
James Foy Auto Service have been providing the public with an honest, reliable and prompt service since 1989. With over 120 years combined experience, we specialise in vehicle, accident and breakdown recovery and have provided a successful 24-hour service for the past 30 plus years. We have built a highly trusted and respected reputation throughout Sligo and the surrounding area for our breakdown recovery and garage services. You can be sure that with our skills, experience and ability, you will be in safe hands. Call 096 47052 or 087 254 1243. recoverysligo.com.
Join the Hub, co-working in Sligo. Just bring your laptop and work with us. Located in Colooney, with lifts to all floors, canteen, dedicated desk, reception facility and free car parking. www.cmd.ie or 071 913 0742. info@cmd.ie. Best wishes to all the clubs taking part in the Connacht Club finals, especially the St Nathys team and management. For painting and decorating, give Jerry a call. Jerry O'Connell, painter and decorator. No job too big or too small. Call Jerry on 086 846 7962 or 071 914 6148. Best of luck to everybody taking part today.
You're welcome back pitchside here at Markovich Park in Sligo. What a game you've just watched in the ladies Connacht Junior Football Final. Eoghan Rua winning this one on a 6-13 to 3-12 scoreline against Mhuire. Look, I'm delighted in all capacities to be joined by the president of the LGFA, Micheál Naughton, but on a personal level, Micheál, you're a very happy man standing here today, aren't you?
Yes, I mean, you know, first and foremost, it's a huge advertisement for ladies football. That's the first thing that has to be said here. Excellent football from two teams. They give it their all and left everything on the field. But personally, for me, from my own club back home, I mean, in Sligo, it's great to come down here today and see them win a Connacht title.
I said that to you as I was just coming on the pitch and we met just coming back on after the game. And that's not to be cliched, but this was a huge advertisement for ladies football. We've had two great games so far. You know, fingers crossed for a third at 7 o'clock. It's great to be able to play these 2020 finals, isn't it, and get them played.
Exactly. You know, look, I mean, that's what girls want to be doing. Girls want to be out here playing, and that's what our football is about, and our advertisement. And you know, you can't get any better than this today for ladies football here. And I just delight a bit for the both teams, and I'm delighted here as well for football in Sligo. I mean, you get an advertisement like this today and see people come back to our sports again, which is great. And I mean, and you know, people can see it. And I know the game is live streamed here today, and there's big numberships on there, and that's, you know, what it's about: advertisement for ladies football and PR for our game. And you know, this makes a great day for today.
How are you finding it so far? Newly installed, fairly recently installed. It's a strange time, I can imagine, but as you said, we're starting to see some normality. Supporters in here today for the 3 games, albeit in small numbers, so we're starting to see things come back again, Micheál.
Yes, I mean, you know, it has been a trying year for everybody. I mean, you know, the one thing about football, I mean, and the club, everybody realise how important of it. Next weekend, you know, is a huge weekend as well for the National League finals, first time in Croke Park. I mean, so look, I mean, it's great to see it. Next weekend we'll have 3,000 in Croke Park. Park for the ladies Division 1 and Division 2 league final. So I mean, look, it's great. I mean, we're getting there. I mean, the championship will be starting in 2 weeks' time, and and we'll get people back in and looking at our games, and that's what we want.
The standard has been huge. I've been lucky enough in some of my other freelance work to see some of the ladies' league games since they started back. I mean, I watched Cork Donegal last weekend in Tuam. What a game. It really, as you mentioned, huge numbers tuning in here today, huge numbers watching via the LGFA stream week in, week out, and on TG Cahir. Like, there really is a high profile with these games now.
Yes, I mean, like for years, like, I mean, the girls were putting in this. Well, unfortunately, they weren't getting the PR or what's been seen out there. Now, basically, it's been recognised, and I mean, the enjoyment. I mean, where else would you get a game like what we just had here today? I mean, and this is junior football here in Sligo or in Connacht, and I mean, the standard of it was excellent. I mean, and there's great enjoyment, and as you rightly said, in the National League so far there has been some brilliant games, and we're looking forward to 2 great games again next weekend with Dublin and Cork, and what a mouth-watering game that will be. And then you have Meath and Kerry in the Division 2 final. So look, I mean, yes, there's plenty to look forward from. I mean, ladies football is on the up, and that's what we want to, and we want to keep it going there, because these girls put in the same amount of time and effort as the men, and now they're getting the reward for it, and I'm just delighted for everybody involved.
Did you get to congratulate Liam and the nieces yet?
Yes, to go back and chat to them. I mean, but look, I mean, it's a huge day for West Sligo and basically for the rural club. I mean, and great to the people involved, and even to Mhuire from Galway. Basically, I mean, they're there, I mean, and about, like, I mean, and all the people that's working with people and getting people involved in our sports and playing our sports. Like, we have to say a huge thank you to everybody involved.
Yeah, brilliant. Micheál, best of luck with the rest of the term, and thank you so much for being with us. Enjoy the celebrations as well. Now, we had Shane, I think, somewhere around. No, we're actually going to go to the presentation first, so we're going to whip up to the presentation. We will speak to Claire and to Nikki in a while, and to Shane Feeney, hopefully the victorious manager. But let's hand you over now to the presentation for the ladies' Connacht junior football title. Presentation now. I think we're almost ready to go. They're just getting into position, so in just a couple of moments we'll hear from Con. Yeah, we can hand it over now to Con.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Connacht Ladies Football, I'd like to welcome you here today to the Marshfield Park. Again, as I said earlier, great to see supporters here, particularly to support their clubs and their players. Again, like the first match, a competitive, hard game. Well done to both teams for providing a great game of football to us today. I think a big boat of us is required for I want to thank the referee and officials for handling the game. It's always tough out there, as I do always say to people when they're giving out a ball of referees, take the whistle for a few days, see how it pans out for you. And that's speaking from experience. But look at, again, as I say, without them, we wouldn't have our matches. Commiserations to Mhuire and Portmore. The one thing I'd say for you girls, we fought right until the end, and you've shown great spirit, and that's a great sign of a team. And I wish you well in Galway in the championship in 2021. To honour, what can I say? You've achieved what you set out to achieve, and well done. Congratulations. Tough game of football, great game of football, and again, isn't it great that we've achieved to play our 2020 finals? Because what is it all about? It's all about playing on the field. And I can tell you, I suppose, like a lot of people here today, it's actually great to be at a match, watching a match, rather than no disrespect to the television or anything else. It's great to be here to watch a match. So we have presentations to do. We have certainly one player to acknowledge. She wasn't the only player that was in the mix for player of the match, and certainly on both teams there was players. But player of the match goes to Sarah Corley. I called Jenny over to take the trophy, Joanne. That's right. Joanne and Lorna. They're confusing me up here. I won't tell you what they were called up here. Or will I? Okay. Well done, guys.
I'm sure all 16 today are delighted to finally get a day out of this as spectators. It's the best feeling to have people on the sideline cheering you on. Huge thanks to Mhuire girls who put in a serious fight. I need to say, my heart and my mouth the whole way through that game. You really put us to the test. Some serious football, and I'm really sorry for you to come out short, but look, your serious intention for any Connacht championship going forward. I wish you the best of luck with everything you do. I want to thank all the sponsors, Harry for the training tops that we got, Hilltop, and Cullings for all the supplies during half time. I want to thank Raymond Garden for the kit that we have today. There's so many other people that probably given us stuff to the last few days, but huge thanks to everyone that has supported us along the journey for the last few weeks. It's been great to see the momentum building. So huge thanks to family and all the friends that turned out today. There's a few faces down there that have probably had more of an impact on today than they realise. A lot of us couldn't be up here today if it wasn't for them shouting the word and listening for it for years. And I suppose this one's for you as well as the rest of us. So I suppose I want to thank the managers. There's a few of you. Liam, Liam, Shane, John, Kean, Marty, Michael, Mary, Sheila. I know last year, Lord Jesus, you have been such a push for us this year. And even in the last few weeks, he kept us going when COVID was hit hard and we were doing our own runs and everything. You had messages every day, and it was great to have that push on. So a huge thanks to you. You've been nothing short of amazing. So big cheer for them. There's a great girls down there that you could thank each one and everyone individually, but you're just such an unbelievable bunch of girls. She's look what we achieved today. It's our first ever Connacht title, and we well deserve it. So that's it. Thanks a million, guys.
Just before you go, and I did take the opportunity at the start to welcome the President of the Danish Gaelic Football Association, Eoghan, and on-road man here. In fact,
I think we're back at pitch side now here at Markievicz Park. Look, I really enjoyed those celebrations. I'm delighted to welcome Shane Feeney, the manager of the Eoghan Rua side, here to us. Many congrats, Shane. Listen, that's a great win. You can just see the joy with these players. I'm sure, obviously, that's reflected in the management team as well.
Of course. Of course, I'm kind of happy. Yeah. No, it's great. It's great to actually win a provincial title. It's our first one, and it's I suppose there's a relief to actually get it played, because we were supposed to play it in October. We were supposed to play it on the 16th of January, and we didn't know whether it was actually going to go ahead or not. So I was always banging on the county chairman's door and saying, Jesus, we prefer to play it and lose it and not play it at all. So to actually win it is actually a bonus.
Yeah, I mean, look, we spoke to the two girls here. We've spoken to Micheál Naughton about how important it was to play these games. Like, for clubs, it is vitally important to get played. And look at what a great time of the year to be playing them as well. Besides when you'd usually be playing them.
Yeah, it's and I suppose the only regret, I suppose, is that we didn't like the Camogie side had actually got and lobbied to get the All Ireland series played, and it's a pity the LGFA wouldn't consider and give. How many games? There's only 6 games really to play out the All Ireland series, but I don't know whether the calendar would allow that or not. But it's just a pity that actually when we did it, we can't progress like what Tour Strand and McHale Rovers did before us in the last couple of years and got to an All Ireland final. But that's the way it is, and that's what COVID has done to it, I suppose. But we're still delighted to win the provincial.
How important is it? I mean, I'm sure they've put in Trojan work. We heard a bit of it in the speech. You know, it's very difficult with COVID restrictions. You know, you're on Zooms, you're sending plans through WhatsApps. How important, how big a victory is it, and how hard was it preparing?
Yeah, I just reminded the girls, like, we were trained all through November and December there, and we were on the Inniscrone beach at portable lamps running and lashing rain. So just reminded them that it wasn't all just last 6 weeks we prepared for this. We prepared all through November and December, and unfortunately, as I said, it was cancelled. But that's the effort they put in, and to be fair, we let the girls drive it. We were only the facilitators, so the girls decided what they wanted to do, and we actually put in place what they wanted, and to be fair to them, they did the hard work.
Well, they did. Go and enjoy it, Shane. Listen, thank you so much for joining us. Shane Feeney there, the victorious Eoghan Rua manager. We'll let him back to the celebrations that are going on behind us. Fantastic celebrations. Oh, Claire, like, I mean, what do you say? It would do your heart good, and I mean that, to watch, the clubs like this, as we watched Glencarry earlier, we're watching Eoghan Rua now, to celebrate. And a word for their opposition, because it is tough on them, but it's just brilliant to see this happening today.
Yeah, well, look, Mhuire played their part in this final as well, because they gave it a serious go. Eoghan Rua just their exceptional effort all over the pitch, superb skill, like the serious footballers out there. We spoke about at half-time how well they work together as a unit. They made very few errors. Naoimh, I do just get the feeling that they maybe didn't properly get going at any stage today. A little bit too reliant on a few key players, again some serious footballers, but just didn't maybe click as well for them as they would have liked today. But as I say, Eoghan Rua, if I had to sum them up in 2 words, it would be exceptional effort. Just brilliant to see.
And when you look at like the goal scorers, they literally came from all over the field. Like, you had Sophie Barnes with 2 goals, you had Leah Duffy with 2, Rachel O'Brien, like you had players, Louise Lindsay, both midfielders scoring. Like, that's crazy in a Connacht final.
Yeah, and there was wing backs popping up there to score points. Like, it really, as I say, just as a team, like whatever 15 girls and whatever subs came on to play their part, like they lost a player to a sin bin, you didn't really notice. They were 10 points up, they didn't sit back and defend. They still wanted more scores, goals, points, whatever they could get, they were taking them. Just a real joy to watch. They had no kind of inhibitions, they just wanted to play football together, and you could really see that. They must have a serious bond together as a group, because you could really see how hard they wanted to work for each other. It didn't matter who got the score, they wanted to get Eoghan Rua another score on the board.
Yeah, absolutely. Nikki, just talking about, we were commenting when we were all gone off camera here on the player of the match, Sarah Curley. Like, I hadn't realised about the broken fingers, and we were watching her pick up the player of the match award. Like, that just goes to show the effort and determination that went in from the new Connacht Junior champions.
Yeah, look, they played like, just no more than the Leitrim girls earlier on, they played like their lives depended on winning that game today from the very start. Their work rate was phenomenal up and down the pitch. I would have hated being the person trying to pick player of the match today, because they're spoiled for choice today. Sarah was phenomenal. Her work rate is outrageous. I played alongside her and against her, and she's a devil, like, but she was so deserving of that. Broken fingers and all, like a real trooper, and fair play to them all.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're talking about how good it is to get these games played, but I mean, that is an advertisement for ladies football, what we watched out there today. Like, Eoghan Rua really worthy champions, but Mhuire, like, not very far off the pace, and as Claire made the point, maybe things just didn't click for them. But I mean, Eoghan Mhuire would be delighted to come through that with the comprehensive win that they did.
100%. They played together as a team. That was the difference at the end of the day, because Mhuire had some fantastic standout players, but they just couldn't pull together as a unit today. And from the get-go, Eoghan Mhuire they were so seamless right through the pitch. You seen when Mhuire came back into the game, like they were dangerous, you know, they started pulling the game back with a few goals and stuff like that, but you know, Eoghan Mhuire just controlled the game again and moved up as a team, and credit to them, the best team won today.
Absolutely. Listen, what a game. I'm still catching my breath after that one. You'd swear I'd played in it. But that's the Connacht Junior football final concluded, and it's Eoghan Mhuire who take the spoils in this one. And remember, earlier Glencar Manor Hamilton defeated Giva in the intermediate final. We have a senior final still to come for you as St Nathy's face Kilkerran Clonbyrne. That one gets underway at 7 o'clock this evening. Again, it's all live on the Connacht LGFA Facebook page. Links from all the social media platforms. Make sure you tune in, because honestly, if you've missed a couple of the games today, you've missed out on some great football. Get the third one in at 7 o'clock. We'll speak to you then.
Solace has been lighting Irish homes for many years. Now, with the drive towards LED bulbs and more energy efficient lighting, Solace also leads the way. Solace would like to wish everybody taking part in today's county finals the very best of luck. And remember, when you're choosing a bulb for your home, choose Irish. Choose Solace. The light of Irish life.
Wishing our senior ladies team good luck in the Connacht LGFA Club final. Bring it home, girls. From all your supporters at Glencar Manor Hamilton.
Best wishes to all teams taking part in the Connacht Club Championship finals, especially Eoghan Mhuire, Giva and St Nathy's. From all at Sligo LGFA. Our all-county draw tickets are on sale. Top prize, €5,000.
Best of luck to all teams taking part in the Connacht Club finals from Deirdre and the staff of Molly Fultons. Best of luck to Kilkerran Clonbyrne ladies in the 2020 Connacht final.
Wishing all the teams the very best of luck in the Connacht Club finals. Especially Eoghan Mhuire in the junior final from Raymond and all the staff at Ridgepool Fuels and Valeting Ballina for all your fuel and valeting needs. 087 0522 101.
Best of luck to all teams playing in the Connacht Club finals from all Roscommon LGFA.
Best of luck to Eoghan Mhuire from Muddy Burns Bar and Restaurant. Come and experience our new outdoor heated and roofed dining area. If you'd like to be part of our team, contact Mark at markcar1805@gmail.com.
Best of luck to our players and management in the Connacht Junior final. Thank you to everyone who has supported our new lotto. Yearly tickets still available, and weekly tickets are available online if you would like to support. Visit our Eoghan Mhuire Facebook page for more details.
All at crushers.ie. Wish Kilkerran Clonbyrne girls the very best in the final. Primary plant.
James Foy Auto Service have been providing the public with an honest, reliable and prompt service since 1989. With over 120 years combined experience, we specialise in vehicle, accident and breakdown recovery and have provided a successful 24-hour service for the past 30 plus years. We have built a highly trusted and respected reputation throughout Sligo and the surrounding area for our breakdown recovery and garage services. You can be sure that with our skills, experience and ability, you will be in safe hands. Call 096 47052 or 087 254 1243. recoverysligo.com.
Join the Hub, co-working in Sligo. Just bring your laptop and work with us. Located in Colooney, with lifts to all floors, canteen, dedicated desk, reception facility and free car parking. www.cmd.ie or 071 913 0742. info@cmd.ie. Best wishes to all the clubs taking part in the Connacht Club finals, especially the St Nathy's team and management. For painting and decorating, give Jerry a call. Jerry O'Connell, painter and decorator. No job too big or too small. Call Jerry on 086 846 7962 or 071 914 6148. Best of luck to everybody taking part today.